Commander Balosh, the timing of that, just before I go live, man. No, you're not allowed to press that button. Jesus. Well, we're here, right? It wasn't supposed... Oh, no. Hang on. That shouldn't be on that. Wait, lads. Ah, Jesus is doing it again. Right, hang on. Shh, quiet that for a second. Now, put it back in there. Wait, now, is that going in the right channel? It is. Ah, brilliant. How are you now? I'm not supposed to be here, but the day turned out that I am here. So we're going to go flying. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to the start of another week. To our friends in America, happy Memorial Day. And the UK, I think, have a bank holiday. The Americans have a bank holiday. The Irish, no. We said we'll wait until next week, until we're ready, right? So that's what we're at this evening. We're going to be taking out the Piper PA28161, the Warrior 2, recently updated by Just Flight, and we're here in Australia. Yes, that's right, friends. We're going to start off at Mount Beauty. The Murphys made it. Mount Beauty, then we're heading down to Mount Hotham, right? And then we're going to ramble in towards Melbourne. Struth. Right? Brilliant. Yeah, hope you're all keeping well. News on the confetti. It's nearly all gone until I moved that bit yesterday. And then I found another bit earlier on, right? You know, the rocket ships. And you know, Mr. Two-Tone thought she'd have a good old laugh at this now, Riot. She grabbed a hold of the rockets and put them upstairs into my underpants drawer, right? And then the young fella, he went up there and scattered them about the place. So I'm finding... Don't know how to pronounce this, right? Finish the sentence. I'm finding in my jocks. No, not mine. Jesus. But anyway... how do we... Right. Right. Anyway, hope you're all keeping well. Friday night, what an absolutely bananas night. On Saturday then, woke up with a headache. And what did we do Saturday, lads? We went out on Saturday. We went... That's coming off, look. What did we do on Saturday? We were out and about doing stuff. I can't remember. Oh, we went out for a drive. The weather was abysmal. So we went out for a drive on Saturday. And then yesterday, friends, I had a very busy, productive day yesterday, right? I annoyed Gibbo for 95% of the day. And then the last 5% of the day was with Muse and Cyrus. But we were doing stuff in the background. You see, we're now... Testing. We have a brand new JoinFS server and we have an ATS server and an ETS server. All in the one server. Brilliant, right? So with JoinFS, there's a new gadget to load into the gadget. Cyrus, when I meet Cyrus, I'm gonna go, Cyrus! And he's gonna go, Murph! Right? We should have started with, try this, and it worked instantly. Instead, no, we took about 2 hours of troubleshooting. And then I realised, oh wait, what if we just do this? And it worked. Right, yeah, it's grand. But the main thing is, things should be working now, right? Muse is supervising, yeah. Poor old Gibbo had to deal with me all day yesterday, watching me break things. The first thing he did, now Murph, when this screen turns on, don't do anything. Yeah, no problem at all. What did I do? It was shagged from the get-go. The whole thing was shagged. But then eventually we got it up and running. So we do have a new JoinFS server. I want to see how that behaves tonight, right? If anyone has JoinFS. The new name, it's no longer TTM Flying Circus. We'll probably change it back, but at the moment it's just called Firefly Air. When you connect to it, just click on the connect, the same password as always before, and it should load us back in. I'm hoping... well, we'll see how it behaves. It's probably going to be the same as what we had before that Naughty provided. And as I said, the other thing then is the truck and stuff, which we'll have a look at tomorrow night. Do you know? So, yes. So the server name and JoinFS, we'll go through it here now in a second. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, lads, Jesus, now. And then today, I was busy today, and I wasn't expecting to be back this time. Do you know? But the way the day turned out, I'm back. So I said, right, there's only one thing to do. Stream. Or, and look for more confetti. But we're getting there. I wouldn't mind, right? The missus came down Saturday morning and hoovered the place, vacuumed the whole room, right? And I was like, you're very good, because I was dreading that. You're very good, do you know? And then later on, we found more. and then they scattered it upstairs. It's been a weekend to remember, friends. Yes, it is. But anyway, we're doing a group flight tonight, and as I say, we're here at Mount Beauty, right? And Yankee Mike Bravo Tango. Then it's over to Mount Hotham. Then it's Mount... No, it's not. Then it's something else. Latrobe Valley. Oh, yeah. That's over on Yankee Lima Tango Victor. Right? Al Stewart now. I know. Where was Summer Bay, lads? That was up around Brisbane, wasn't it? Or Sydney, wasn't it? And then we're going to overfly Melbourne to check it all out. So I'm looking forward to this one. I haven't flown the Warrior yet in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. We brought the Arrows out for a spin, but the Warrior I'm looking forward to. So we're going to be on the Southeast Asian server. We'll have JoinFS working here as well. Also get some Say Intentions working as well. And hopefully all the model matching behaves itself across all 3 platforms for our simulated adventure, right? But anyway, that's enough about me. Right? Oh, we had a roast yesterday as well. Sunday roast. Oh, Jesus then. And we finished 1923. Saw Gibbo's name in the credits. And, right? And a brilliant show, though. Right? So that was now Yellowstone, 1883 and 1923. And they're making more, I believe. Right? So I'm looking forward to it. Wait now, the only Mount Beauty I see is just in front of the camera. Jan Markham, go out of that. He's back in the wheel. Right, anyway, who's here? Look, the Impossible Face, Straya. Good evening, hope all is well. Spitfire Oriev 100 is here. Welcome aboard. Viper Strike, good to see you. He flew the 404 over Nebraska. Nice, man. Eamon 1973. I thought there was no stream tonight, Murph. So did I. Good to see you, Eamon. Mac Vision is here. Vex, welcome aboard. CP65, good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. Angry Lou, 40 streams in a row. Beat the Janie. Thank you very, very much indeed. Liptorius, happy Monday. Bell Bros in the house. What a blast of an evening. Indeed. Little Trader, good evening. Where's this now? 98 Vulcan, greetings from Gosford, Australia. Hello from Tipperary, where the weather is crap. We have your weather now. Lash and rain. But anyway, Cyrus T, the man of teal, is here in the chat. Good to see you, Cyrus. Morning. Jesus. Flyer 10, not the Monday evening I was expecting to have. Blow the candles out. Scented bubble baths. Put them away. Alright? Tonight is the night we fly. Matty Lynn, good to see you. Sir Camsalot, my dude. Happy Monday, man. Hope all is well. Retriever Neil is here. 3 streams in a row. Thank you very much indeed. Malky Mac subscribing. 3 months, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. What a ledge. What a ledge. Retriever Neil, well, I expected a quiet Monday evening. Yeah, it'll be quiet. We'll do a quiet stream. Yes. A change of plans for me too, says Belbro. I was going to get an early sleep. Alson, good to see you. Filthy is in the house. Alice Shin, an unexpected good evening. And to you. Hope all is well, man. Where's this one now? Bit of tunage here in the background. As we welcome Alson, Filthy, Alishin, Creo then jumps in, Shuffle Shoes. AJH, John, hope you're well, man. APU Inspectors in the house, 160 streams in a row. Jesus, that's an awful lot. Happy Monday, my guy. Hope you're well. Probie Pete is here, tier 2 for 6 months in advance. I mean, there's a man who's optimistic, right? No pressure, Murph. Thank you very, very much indeed, Probie Pete. 23 months. Good day, Murph and all, and the Fireflies from a sunny Arizona. Today, I remember my shipmates who gave their lives in Vietnam. Probie Pete, good to see you, and thank you very, very much indeed for all that support. Schutz is here, good to see you. Cheeky stream, indeed. Let me see now. PH Roy, tier 2 for 6 months in advance. Do you ever get the feeling, Roy, yourself and Probie Pete in about 6 months' time? June, July, August, September, October. Right, November. Jesus. Refunds. Thank you very, very much indeed. Tier 2, 14 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Roy. Hope you're well. Hermit Something, good afternoon. Max Stallion is here for 5 months. Tier 1. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Hope you're well. G Slayer, good evening. Hope you're well. Now, let me see. Grimmy, good to see you. Super Ty says, you said you were going to take today off, but you decided to go live. Make up your mind. Alright, listen. I don't really take days off. Even on my days off, I'm, but like, yeah, I get the, yeah. It'd be grand. Anyone get the new the 9950 X3D? I've heard great things about it. Haven't tried it yet. I need to pop up to GG Machine soon, and I'll chat to Rob to see how it's performing, right? Because they're in the know, man. They're in the know. They build the machines. They know the crack. He built one there the other day, I think with a 9950 X3D and a 5090. What? Right? Incredible stuff. Retriever Neil says, someone needs to sort the lag on changing control profiles. It is an enormous pain in the left foot. Oh, you better believe it. Jan Morecamp, good to see you. The Impossible Face, hello, hello. Commander Balosh, the timing is ever. Welcome in, man. Must be the confettis between the buttonage, right? Where's this now? I'm just Sprox. Good to see you, Sprox. Hope all is well. Muse fan bursts in the door holding the clipboard, wondering how he is his mad jokes. Happy Monday. Good to see you, Muse. Winkle Gassner, good evening. Colonel Fork 85. A very good day to you, sir. He says Memorial Day, banks can stuff it. It's not their holiday, right? Filthy says, someone get a hold of Muse fan. It's Monday, the opposite of Friday. Muse, you scuttering. He said happy Friday. Muse, did you just realise what you did, look? Let's all take a minute now and have a good long hard laugh. I'm only messing, but really, brilliant. Good man, yeah. And also Filthy, no holding back there at all. Crafty Tigers, good to see you. Good to see you. English Murph, you can do it. Echo Charlie, welcome in, man. Hope you're well. Where is this now? You see some still. Quiet, CP. I was just testing this. Congrats, you passed. Come on, Muse. Hemmel is here, good to see you. Wait, Gibba was putting confetti in your jocks. No, me young fella was. The days of the week made a right out of you. That'll never get old. And also, if you're going to see us in Baston, there'll be profanities at times, but it's okay. In Ireland, we don't mean them as profanities. Irish people like to use colourful language because we can, right? It's what we do to express ourselves. We haven't found a new word in the dictionary to kind of enforce what it is we're trying to say. So we have to revert to kind of choice select language, not privy to the little ears at all. But we don't mean anything by it, you know. But that's what we say when we're in trouble. But anyway, where's this button? Memphis Stone, 35 months, dude. Thank you very, very much indeed. How are you? Winkle Gassner, wieners everywhere all day. Oh, wait, what? Toto's in the house, good to see you. Rockets orbiting where it doesn't. Brilliant. Right, now, Muse is supervising. He was. Why don't you keep Discord up on all your flights now? Why don't you keep Discord up on all your flights now? What you mean? Super Tie, what do you mean? Martin K, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Stick Figure, good day. The Impossible Face, I got my ATS stuff up and running. Hoping to join folks at some point. Nice. B. Carlo, happy Monday. Wills is in the house. Good to see you, Wills. Happy Monday, my dude. Pico is here. Airvan on Wednesday. Yes. We have SWS joining us this coming Wednesday. It's going to be busy now on Wednesday. We'll have the Airvan. Possibly the Apache. An A60 just dropped by Airplane Heaven, and I was following the development from Blackbird Simulations, Milviz. So that's interesting. Jesus, I needed to burp and hiccup at the same time. All that happened was I got an airlock. Right? Jesus. Anyway, where are we at now? We're flying in 98's Vulcan's home region. Nice, man, nice. Sir Camsalot says, Mimosa wheelbase arrived today and almost left through the window. Jesus. Energizer, happy Monday to you, my guy.
Hello there.
Digital Marcus here, good to see you. John C, how's it going being 40? Ara, listen, it's grand. I'm being told I look younger, says Mrs. Two-Tone. You know, maybe she didn't say that. Maybe I just imagined she said that. You know, it's younger looking you're getting, Murph. Yeah, you keep saying things, yeah. And then I probably woke up going, was that a dream? Right, now, where are we at? We're over here. Biku Furu, good to see you. Andy Brown is in the house. Good to see you, Andy. Hope you're well. Daddy Plump, welcome in. Who else come in the door here? Zybok Dog calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. Hope you're well. Let me see who else. Boston Elf, greetings. Hope all is well. Filthy, currently doing a fresh install of Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 due to an awful performance he's been getting with it. I hope it helps. Fingers crossed, man. The good news is a reinstall of the sim for 2024 really doesn't take that long, which is great. Do you know? Bought the Alouette yesterday. What an amazing helicopter. Biku, that is just perfection. I love the Alouette 3 that Takeoff Hangar made. The sounds are so authentic. The modelling and the whole kind of, you know, flight characteristics. Very, very good indeed. It's an awesome chopper. Not the easiest to fly. This profile selector is really grinding Muse's gears. I don't know actually. Was it reported as an issue? I'm unsure. Hard to know. Crafty Tigers, 30 streams in a row, my guy. Thank you very, very much indeed. Flying Tonight is here. Jesus, look at this. Subscribe for 5 months. Thank you very much indeed. Flying Tonight. Ta-da, he says. Welcome in. It's because you're not doing refunds, Roy. Brilliant. Paparazzi is in the house. Good to see you. You'll need a break eventually, says Super Ty. Huh? Who? I had a break, sure. I was off Saturday, Sunday. Zith is here. Every day is Friday for Murph now, right? The days of the week, mate, right? They did. Oh, Jesus, I'm only here in the chat. Murph, you missed me in the shout-outs. Lead Ballooner. No, it didn't. And if it did, I'm terribly sorry. We'll do it again. Lead Ballooner, ladies and gentlemen, is here in the chat. Fierce Wolf is here, looking fierce and wolfy. Keen Amateur, good to see you. Wayne Prefontaine. Yeah, party on, Wayne. Yeah, right. Good to see you, man. Kanzui is here, also known as Kanoozy. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, buddy. One Fly Air. Happy Monday. You made channels for ATS, ETS, but not Flight Sim. You only use it on Truck Sim, but not Flight Sim. You made channels for ATS and ETS, but not Flight Sim. What do you mean, Super Tight? The voice channels, is it? Adam B. Twitch, I'm 40 in a month's time, says Adam. Jesus. It's grand, Adam. So far, people congratulate you a lot, right? Your nose hair and your ear hair grows at an alarming rate, and you start looking good in shirts. I was going to wear my other shirt today. I should have, actually. 777 is here. Nearly got me with the unscheduled screen, but I checked and there you were. Thank you very much indeed, 777. Good to see you. Jamaumu is here. Welcome aboard. Phantom Diablo. Is this AI Murph, as Discord says, no stream today? Yes, this is AI. Wait. Right. Adam Controls. 2 streams a day. Internet issues. No stream today. Then he shows up 10 minutes notice. He's purposely trying to wreck our stream streak, lads. It's a conspiracy. Who said there was internet issues? What are you talking about? It's all grand. Happy Monday, Adam. Hope you're well. Who else come in the door? Jesus, lads, it's busy. It was reported by loads, but I don't know whether it was acknowledged. I reckon it is. Fornax, good to see you, buddy. I reckon it was. Sure, it has to be. We're all seeing it. If you try and change any of your controls, it's well, it takes about, 6 seconds. But to a flight simmer, 6 seconds, it's an eternity, right? But anyway, Mixo Chrono, good to see you, buddy. And where are we at? Cockspur, Seb, where are we at? Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Don't listen to Murph about being 40. It's not so bad. I've been there much longer than Murph. It's grand. It's grand. It's been grand for me, right? it's I hear 43 is worse. But anyway, Angels15 joining us on YouTube along with Northland Air. Welcome in, folks. Mrs. TPHI, good to see you. Bat is here. Good to see you, Bat. Uniform Goose. G'day, Goose. Welcome aboard. Jungly is here. Happy Monday. Visualize, you're most welcome. Blairman is here. Good to see you, man. Newfoundland. I can't wait until until you fly in Newfoundland and I can show you. Hang on, and you can show us your Newfie accent. I was watching a fella talk. He was from Newfoundland and he was talking to lads from Tipperary, and it was very close. Oh, Jesus, then. Magnus, hope you're well. Hi from Sweden. Hello from Tipperary. I hope you're well. SK Sun is in the house. Welcome aboard. Mr. TPHI, welcome in, man. Happy Monday. Vespia, welcome. Who else come in the door now? Captain Sickbag. Jesus, he says, it's still only Monday, right? No, was it sunny down in the sunny southeast today? Patrick, you're very welcome in. Happy Monday, buddy. The weather's been kind of nuts here today, isn't it? Murph, you're looking 35. Sure, come here to me, Nuclear Doc. Listen, right. Wait, Nuclear DC-10 instead of, Doc. Yes. Listen, all Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 is missing are the smells. Yeah, but, you made me Mrs. Happy. Brilliant. Eamon says Murph has been 40 for at least a decade. Shag off. Newfoundland is basically Canada's Ireland, only bigger geographically. Yeah, I've heard that, Super Ty. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Right. Press a button. Press another button. And we'll come over here, lads. And here at Mount Beauty, in the middle of the morning, is the beautiful sound of the native Wycoming or Continental engine. Truth be told, that sounds like it's, what's the other gadget called? What are them new fancy motors called? You to see them in the small yokes? Rotax! And also a Rotax. And a Rotax, friends, sounds like your lawnmower. Idling. Oh, right, anyway, where is this now? It's me, I'm the Newfoundlander you listen to. Brad Barron, and yourself. Wait, what? You sound exactly like me first officer in Say Intentions. Flymo. Do you remember Flymo? The big orange jokes. Yeah. Brilliant. I don't have the full accent though. All right, okay. Yeah, the old Rotax. They sound all right, but do you know what I'm saying? Right. Me missus comes, wait now. Me missus came in the room, looked at the screen and said, it's that Irishman again, then turned around and walked mumbling something about divorce. That works. David Attenborough. Well, kind of, Jack Kid. Captain Sickbag, lawnmowers. Yeah, they sound like lawnmowers. Brilliant. Now, where's this now? Waiting on JoinFS to load in the flight. Are you connected, Colonel Fork? Oh, negative. Colonel Fork, now, are you using the right server? It's called, what's it called? Firefly Air. That's right. Ah, Jesus. You think I'd know it? You made it, you big Aegis. However do you spell his name? No, you got it right. Your DA40 is a bit flatulent. Brilliant. Right, anyway, what are we doing? Oh, yeah. Let's have a look at the road. Plan, Lance. We need to plan before we can fly. There's Navigraph. Does your Navigraph make that sound? Prop levels a bit too responsive, and she starts too easy compared to the real thing. Ooh. Phantom Diablo finally booked a holiday off to Morocco. All-inclusive, sun fun and beer. A camel ride and a desert dune buggy all booked. Jesus. Colonel Fork, if you go into JoinFS, click on View, Public Hubs, scroll down until you see Firefly Air. Global AI ship traffic 7 is available. Oh, Boston, I haven't tried it. I must look into it. Wait now, wasn't the global AI traffic, wasn't that... It wasn't. Weren't Microsoft using one of these lads for Flight Sim 24? I'm almost sure of it. Bet you're going to fly into LAX via Honolulu after this flight. Be grand. Flying Tritz is here. Good to see you, buddy. Right, so Firefly Air. Right-click it, join it, and then it'll ask you for the password. The logs too, and that should be all then hunky-dory or tickety-boo, right? At least we hope. So we'll see what happens. Colonel Fork, if it still isn't working, is there a way I can get you the address for that? Oh yeah, there is. Look, hang on. Now, if you go down to JoinFS channel in our Discord, Colonel Fork, right? You have two options. You can use the server address. So see this 21282 space 51605. If you copy that, right, and then you paste that into the gadget up here. So if you like disconnect from it and just put in that number into the bottom bar and then hit join, that'll work for you, and then it'll remember. All right, that's how it should work. Okie dokie. All right, we'll keep an eye on it and shout if no luck. Right? Ah, he's in. Look, there he is. Brilliant. Jez, I better save you lot. You know, in case I lose you. Right, I've saved all the positions. Speedy is here. Good to see you. Hope you're well, man. Right. Wait, hang on. Look at that. We can use JoinFS as a little miniature chat room, look. Let's see how long it takes between me speaking this, going all the way up into the world above us, into a satellite, beamed across the ocean, down from another satellite into someone's house. Then they type a response, it goes back up and across, over the right, go around the tree and come back down again. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. I did! Brilliant! 11 seconds, Finton. It took 11 seconds. Brilliant, Colonel Fork. You only have that client version. I couldn't tell you which one I'm using, but yeah, it seems to work. Ah, look, it's working with everyone. Brilliant. Look at that. We've our own little... brilliant. Fantastic. Right, anyway, this is what we're doing, lads. We're up here at Mount Beauty. Yankee Mike Bravo Tango. Beautiful custom airport we got in one of the world updates. And well, you can see that there's relatively high terrain. We're going to be making a straight out departure. All right, kind of facing to the northwest, and this will give us the chance to gain a little bit of altitude, and then I'm thinking of kind of hanging a left between Mount Jack and Mount Big Ben. And that's before we get to Mount Stanley and Lookout Hill. Now, is it Lookout Hill, as in it's a lookout, or is it Lookout Hill? Right, we're going to find out. And then we'll circle around, and we're going to come down here to a place called Mount Hotham. Yankee Hotel Oscar Tango. And that's down near the Dinner Plain. Little Mount Higginbotham. These places are fantastic. Mount Freezeout. Jesus, the twins. Mount St. Bernard. Mount Murray. Sigh, you're famous. And then we're going to come in by Mount Tabletop. You've Dinner Plain and Mount Tabletop. Australia, you're brilliant. From there, friends, we'll pass Basalt Knob to our right. As we head down this neck of the woods, Mount Kent, East Pinnacle, right, Castle Hill, Mount Wellington, Mount Hump, Motorbike Hill. Jesus, there's some great places down here. Ben Cruachan, Smoking Point, right? Demoulin Hub, Little Ben, Jesus, Mount Bulldog. Very fancy names. And we're coming down here to a place called Latrobe Valley, and it's outside of Morwell and what's that called? Traralog or what? Traralon. Interesting name. And from there, lads, it's going to be cutting across this neck of the woods, right? Blind bite. And what we'll do, instead of going straight across the bay here, we're going to ramble up over the city of Melbourne, and we're going to ramble down to Avalon, a small little airport on the southwest, near a place called Winchelsea. Right, there we go. Really cool names here. So this is where we are located on the world map. Live time is still about Traralgon. Man Vulcan. The dude is full-time now. It's not our fault. It's grand, Pedro. Don't worry about it. It's a Travelodge. Yeah. Smoking gun. So this is live time at the moment. You can see live time is well before dawn. It's still night time. So I've moved the time an hour up, right? Fetituda, good to see you. What is this? Stream today? Yes, it's a stream. Right, move this across. So we're joining FS's work, and that's great news. In actual fact, lads, do you know what I need to do? Do you know what I need to do? I'll check it out later. So anyway, look, this is our aircraft, and it is that of the Piper Warrior. It's a PA-28 161. It's a 160 horsepower, I think, and it's the Warrior 2 variant, right? And no stranger to Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's a relatively slow-moving aircraft. Beautiful low-wing design, and Just Flight have done that's something that looks absolutely shocking, terrifyingly bad. But that's okay. That's welcome to Australia, right? Their insects down here are ginormous. But anyway, looking at the aircraft, it got a bit of a facelift here for Flight Sim 2024. They've updated all the textures, they've tightened up on the model, they've fixed sounds, they've done a lot of work at these, and these were all a free update to existing users, which was a very nice move, I think, by Just Flight. Do you know? Why is almost everyone in a bonanza? Visualize what settings do you have the model matching on? And they should just call it model matching. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think they've done a great job here with the free update, lads. Now, the aircraft in Flight Sim 2024, they do feel heavier. They always did feel a little bit heavier. So it'll be interesting to see how this one's going to, handle. So we'll give it a blast and then see what happens. Now, I do have the wheel fairings on. Usually if we were operating in and out of kind of these bush areas, we wouldn't, right? Don't mind that weird thing on the screen. That's normal for Australia. It's the Airbus 787X DC. How are you? Right. Mystic, very good evening. Hope you're well. 2 CTDs back-to-back in 15 minutes. Hermit something. We need to talk. Right, lads? This is important because since I've done this, I haven't had major issues. I want you to go into your graphics. It's a pain in the ass to do this at the moment, but trust me. To see the last option here, or the fourth from the bottom, it says air traffic. Air traffic. Turn it to high. If you have it on ultra, bring it back 1. That has made my sim way more stable. Way more stable. Right? Now, Goose. Who's Goose coming in on? He's not on Join FS, so I can't change his model. Wonder why the 408 is showing up as a tube liner. Blute? No idea, buddy. No idea. Right, so this is our chariot for today. So we'll reset the camera here. Jesus, look at the state of my model matching. So who's this? Flying Teapot and Ogotai are showing up as mad aircraft. Not much we can do there. That's using Microsoft servers. I need to turn on the excellent Say Intentions here as well. Load her in. Now on Say Intentions, if you do have Say Intentions, we can use what's called Skynet. And inside of Skynet, go into your options, click on multiplayer, enable Skynet multiplayer traffic, and our group code is TTM. TTM, all right?
Hello there.
Crazy Pete, welcome in, Crazy Pete. Jesus, Mystic, you mad devil. Mystic has gifted 5 memberships to our viewers over on YouTube. How very, very kind. Mystic, thank you very, very much indeed. Lads, watching on YouTube, if you just received a brand spanking new membership to the channel, well, do be sure to say thank you to Mystic. I'm good, thanks, Murph. Just wish it was August already. I'll be flying the Warrior in real life in August. Nice, man. Dude, that's awesome. Frozen Gamer, good to see you. Welcome aboard, buddy. Right, so as the sun is just about, you can see it there over the horizon with the mountains, right? As that's just about to appear, we shall jump into the cockpit of our beautiful Piper Warrior. So a couple of things we need to ensure. We're going to come over here to a tablet, which has now died. Uh-oh, I left the battery. Oh, I should have turned on the battery. Turn on the battery, that should fix that. Really? Avionics? There we go. Avionics off. Okay, quick check here. So, aircraft state. So, maintenance, oil is good. Battery should be good. Warnings, prime fuel low. Yeah, the batteries are proper dead on that. Let me see. Prime fuel flow required. Yes, recharge that battery. Fuel and payload, configure that. So we can do that now from inside the aircraft itself, right? Or, if you like, we can do it from inside the Microsoft EFB, all right? So we're going to go with 75% fuel, 18 in each wing. That'll do it. And I'm going to remove a bit of weight here in the back as well because we've a bit of a mountain to clear. So we'll put maybe, I don't know, 50 pounds in the back, all right? And that'll do us. Lovely. Now, aircraft options, automatic fuel selector literally means it's going to keep hopping the fuel tank selector for you instead of you having to do it every couple of minutes. Let me see here. That's all right. Low Tech is here for 32 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Low Tech. We like to drag more people kicking and screaming into the Two-Tone Murphy family. Mystic, brilliant. Excellent. Thank you very, very much. Yokes, we can have the yokes as they are. We're going to remove the chocks, the tie downs. We're going to keep the wheel fairings on, right? And let me see here now. Yokes are there where we need them. Trim sensitivity, turn it up a smidgen. And that's going to do me, right? So I'm going to turn off avionics because I need to start up the engine on this machine, right? So we'll disappear that. So battery and alternator switch are now up and running. We got some lights turned on here as well. All right. Anti-collision lights can come on. Fuel tank goes to the right tank for this. And let me see here now. We're going to engage the fuel pump. So you can hear the fuel pump. We're going to increase our mixture. And we're going to open the throttle full, close the throttle. Open the throttle full, close the throttle. We have fuel pressure, so
Hello
pump
there.
off for the moment. And then we're going to prime the machine. 1, 2. Sandfragger, good to see you, buddy. Heisenberg is here, welcome in. I'm going to do one more for good luck. Alright, so aircraft is now primed. Park and brake is set. We're going to open our throttle about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. Mag is going from right, left, both. Right? Open our window. And we're going to turn it and start it. Clear prop. And let's see what happens. Fuel pump coming back on. And engage the starter. Alright. That's a good start. Watch the RPM drop. We're going to aim for about 1,000 on the RPM. Reduce our mixture ever so slightly so we don't foul the plugs.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Sound of that's nice, isn't it? Sav, good to see you, buddy. All right, that's good enough to me. Close the window, and we continue on with our flows. So, alternator is already on, and we can see that we're getting a negative read. No, we're not. We're getting a positive read on our amp meter. That's letting us know that the battery's recharging. If I turn off the alternator, she's going to read 0. So we're good. It's recharging the battery. That's what we want. All right. Avionics now coming on. Make sure all our circuit breakers are in. They're all fully modelled. We can open up some vents here as well. And no errors in this aircraft. Gyro's doing gyro things. Map comes in. Go back. Here we go. We're going to put in our flight plan. We'll also turn on our ADF unit. We might need it. And also our KN62. What else do we want here now? That's all good. That's all good. Go ahead and test these lights. Make sure they turn off, which they do. Reset our barrow to the local barrow. Reset our direction bug to where it needs to be. Here's our autopilot unit down here. And anyone who's using the autopilot, right? There's a hidden click spot. See this top button? Because if you notice, you got heading, nav, approach, and reverse course. This one here is actually an altitude hold switch. It's a hidden switch. Just Flight put that in there for the creatures of us, right? What planes need fuel pump on after start? It depends on the engine. I would typically use I would leave a fuel pump on until you usually get over 1,000 feet. Depends on the aircraft. I know Ailerons flew this machine, so he'd have a better idea of what it is. But yeah, 100%. Right, now let us go here and set up our navigation. Our origin here, lads, is Mount Beauty, so that's YMBT. And our final destination for tonight is over at YMAV, Avalon. And we have 2 stops on the way. So our first waypoint is going to be Mount Hotham. YHOT, because it is. And our second stop of the night is YLTV. And that's over at the, is that right? YLTV. There we go. La Trobe Valley. We'll click back. Let's zoom out. Yep, that looks bang on. So what we're going to do, we're going to be taking off here to the north. So let's see, can we pick up the weather from our own waypoint here? So let's have a look at Mount Beauty. No METAR weather here. Okay, and we can get the closest area, or well, we can use say intentions to help us out. So what do we have? We've CTAF, SkyOps, Flight Information Service. We might get that. So that's going to be over on 125.2. So 125.2. 1252. No. Or we can go on CTAF 1128. So on CTAF 1228, what makes Say Intentions brilliant, by the way, watch this, right? Mount Hotham, November 235 Romeo Mike, Piper Warrior on the ramp. We're going to be taking off in a few moments for a departure to the north and then circling to the south. Mount Beauty. Now, anyone else who's on the frequency of 122.8 using Say Intentions, but they're going to hear me say that. Right? And you can talk back and forth to other pilots. Now, what I like to do, we were trying this out on Friday, right? If we put in this generic 123.45, and we use that as a chatter frequency, just pilot to pilot, right? Is there autopilot built into the GTN 750? Yes. Dave Cleary is here. Legend Dave. Max Allen says, Merv, have you seen your clips in the Flight Sim Weekly episode? I have not. My John FS says it's connected, but simulator is not connected. Simulator button is green.
Hello there.
Then it must be connected, man. London Dart, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, buddy. Coming through 5x5. Nice. Nice, nice. The Highwayman is here. Greetings and salutations. The EFB has insane performance issues. When I unlock the EFB, I get 30% more. Adam Lane, good to see it. Where is this now? The Just Flight EFB. 65. 70 frames. Are you talking about the InSim one? So if we do this and we pop it out, so I'm getting 70 frames, right? And if I just minimize this, no, I think they fixed that bug. End of a bank holiday. Nice. Oh, we're still getting 70 frames. Weird, weird. Right, now, engine is ticking over nicely. We'll go ahead and put on our pita heat. We'll make sure all our lights are on, which they are. Have we any other external lights? Landing lights can come on. And we'll give ourselves a quick run up here while we're waiting. Howdy from the car. Good to see you, old veteran. Welcome in, buddy. All right, off the brakes. Bit of Toby here. Quick check around. These are looking fantastic, lads. All right, let's just kind of point this machine into the wind as best we can. And we'll just hold on the brakes for now. All right, so let us increase our mixed yaw. Power coming in. All right, we're bringing it up to about 1700 RPM. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Bring it up to 1800 RPM. And we're going to do a quick mag test. So we have left mag. There's a drop of about 50 to 80 back to both. Back to both. And it regains. Over to the right side. Drop of about 50. Back to both. Our carburetor heater. Let's put hot air into the engine. Similar drop of about 50. Fuel pump off. And we will kill the throttle and make sure we're still able to tick over. Make sure she doesn't cut out. It's holding at around, what's that, 5, 6, 740 RPM. Perfect. Alright. Runner complete. Fuel pump comes back on for takeoff. What else do we want to do here? We're looking good there. Alright. Mount Beauty, November 235, Romeo Mike. Piper Warrior, we're going to be taking off runway 32, Mount Beauty. Alright. Where in Ireland am I from? I'm originally from Dublin, but I live in Tipperary. Right, we want a notch of flaps for takeoff. Let's hold our power here. Flaps are working. Man, this is a pretty airplane, isn't it? Jesus. Right, to make our life a little bit easier here, lads, when it comes to navigation, let's put our HSI heading to the runway heading, right? And we'll keep an eye on our altitude. We're above sea level here in the tune of about 1100 feet. So let's see what happens. Janie Mackers, good to see you. Great name, buddy. All right. When I open the FB, I have 70 FPS. When I open it in a separate window, I get 103. Yeah, Commander Balosh, that was it. I think that was, are you using frame gen? We used to have that issue before, but now I think it's, you know, look at this. The sun is coming up and we're getting ready to depart. Beautiful. There's rain behind us. All right, power coming in. Mixture fully rich. There's 2000 on the RPM. Off the brakes. Full power. Great sounds. Takeoff power set. Airspeed alive. Bit of rudder to keep us on the straight and narrow. There is a little bit of wind here we need to keep an eye on. And we're going to look to rotate at about 60. There's 60. Oopsie daisy. Nose gently up. We are flying. Very nice. Easy does it. So we want to head straight out just to give us a lot of area of clearance, right? Because we need to climb here. So climbing out at 80 isn't too bad. We're coming up at about 300 feet. Bring those flaps back in. The nose will have its own tendency now to start dipping down. So we're just going to add in a little bit of pitch trim just to relieve the pressure we need to exert on the yoke itself. Little bit of a stutter. Mount Hotham, Warrior, 235 Romeo Mike. We are departing the area to the north. Mount Beauty. I keep saying Mount Hotham. Sure, listen, it's a long way to Tipperary. Your missus is from Hoth? Nice. Your family are from Cappamore. Brilliant London Dart. Ah, jeez, brilliant. Alright, easy now. Man, this is beautiful scenery here. Mount Beauty. I see where they got the name, you know. What's the squawk in Australia, lads? Is it 7 or is it 1200? Alright, easy does it now. We're accelerating still. We're still climbing. 7,000, thanks Muse. Instant crash, our Angels 1.5. I don't believe you. Oh man, look at this. Beautiful morning departure here, look. Oh, look, isn't that gorgeous? And the rain coming in behind us. Jesus, lads, we got out just in time. Fantastic. Now, the problem here is, of course, we need to fly back to that. All right, we'll keep a little bit of a climb as we go up. As we're climbing, we might have to start reducing just a little bit of that mixture. RPM is looking good. Even though I'm on full power, that's all we're getting. So we're going to start reducing a little bit of mixture. It's VFR conditions for the moment. I'm from Hoth. Tell her some randomer from the internet said hello.
Twin Diamonds are taking off from EC2. VFR departure to the north. YMBT traffic.
Right? That's a... Jesus, that sounded lovely. Right? You can talk to your buddies using, say, intentions, lads, on the radio. It's fantastic. So even if you're on something like VATSIM, well, you want to be careful if you're on VATSIM, but like, what a great... If you had another button bound just to talk to your buddies on, say, intentions, awesome. Real handy if you're in VR, like, you know? God, the Highwayman, these graphics are insanely good, right? Insane. Alright, we're doing good here. Adjust our heading. And we're going to turn on our autopilot unit. We're going to go heading mode. Autopilot is now on. And we'll look after the vertical situation here at the minute. Fuel pump can now come off. Mixture, lean it out a smidgen more as we're climbing, right? And then just make sure our heading all lines up. We're doing about 90 knots as we're climbing. Captain Cocktail, good to see you, buddy. This is looking nice, lads. So, the pinnacle is here. Just beyond that is Mount Jack. And then we have Mount Big Ben. So we'll kind of swing to the left once you kind of clear this altitude here. Do you know what I mean? But what we'll do first, lads, if you're currently flying along, if you're on Xbox, press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. If you're using JoinFS or Say Intentions, well, you press number 3. And for everyone else wondering, what does he be doing? You press number 4. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream every day, baby. Right here. Isn't that just gorgeous, friends? Welcome to Australia. Beautiful climb out. We're skimming the clouds here. Going to be making a left turn coming up. We're literally going the wrong way. We're just climbing altitude, lads. You're grand. Right, we're probably a little bit too high. Right, we need to drop down a bit. Let's nose down a bit. CTDs, you're starting to turn. Ah, Jesus. Bit of tunes there. In the back. So this is Mount Jack. Man, Jack. All right. Let's just lower down another little smidgen. Want to stay under that cloud layer, but be careful of the mountains, yeah? I'll do. Let's hold. All right, lads, we're looking good now. We are looking good. This is the most beautiful place in autumn. Oh, Vulcan, I would say so, buddy. It looks amazing. It looks stunning. Look at the wind already throwing us out of it. So the wind... I don't have wind information. Menu. Change your fields. Let us put in ET destination. Let's put in wind information. 22 knots on our side. And you can see the plane is literally getting pushed. Right? Filthy, now you said it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ranbog Morg has completed the T1, you absolute ledge! What does that give you now? That's ground and tower frequency, right? Dave says, reshade is causing me crashes. I must have balls installation. Oh, dude. Alright, start a left turn. Off we go. Ground and tower at Arlanda. It is the major airport endorsement, lads. It is time to spam the bejesus out of the chat with emotes. A massive congratulations to Rambok Mord. He started this journey about a year ago. First time ever using ATC on a flight sim. And now, today, he's now a full controller. That's awesome news. Well done, buddy. That's awesome. That's incredible stuff. Hey, Patrick is here. Good to see you, Patrick. Welcome in, buddy. Alright. So there's Mount Big Ben and Mount Jack. Alright, let's start another bit of turn here to the left. The terrain looks alright. Left turn over to 210 degrees. VFR flying, eyes out the window, yeah? Visual flight rules. Now, mountain flying is always a bit of crack because you're going to be getting updrafts, downdrafts. It's how the wind travels. When it hits a mountain, it accelerates up, causing an updraft, right? And when it sweeps over and goes the other side, it's creating a downdraft, meaning it'll physically pull down the aircraft. Updrafts are what you want. Fly close to them, you get free energy. It pushes you up. Mountain flying. We'll do more of that soon, because then you get into things like, you know, density, altitude, and all different kind of. It kind of leads you towards, I suppose, where the it leads you towards kind of glider flying. You know. Right. Let's monitor the engine now as we do a bit of messing. Mixture. We're doing two things. We're watching the RPM down here in the lower, but we're also looking at our exhaust gas temperature, right? So we want to lean ourselves rich at peak. Easy. That's it there. Alright, looking good. It's awesome news, Rambog. So happy for you, mate. Alright, friends. Again, look out the left window. Lots of cloud now. We can help ourselves out. We can turn terrain on here. If you see red, you're in trouble. The driver was causing the game crashes for you. 576.52. G Slayer, so an up-to-date NVIDIA driver is causing issues. I had the same, buddy. I had to roll mine back as well. Alright, let's pass this bit of cloud here. Left turn after that. Off-world! After 6 months of study, I've just passed my controller exam. At long last, I can now use my Xbox. Wait, what? Do you mean controller as in the controller? You're able to toggle by rolling back. Nice, okay. Alright, there's that cloud gone. We're going to start a left turn here. Let's go first to 180 degrees. What dog? Good to see you, buddy. Alright, you're looking good here. Man, look at that chat. That's awesome. All the emotes. Alright. So speed 110. About 114 over the ground. Once again, we've wind pushing us, this time the far side. So many beautiful airplanes in the sky. This is fantastic. Oh man, look at that view out there, look. Jesus, look at that. Pilot Joe, good to see you. We're on the Southeast Asian server. Alright, down on the left hand a little bit. New course 150 degrees. That'll definitely get us back on track. Just keep an eye out for these mountains. It could be grand, lads, and then, you know, it mightn't be. Just treated myself to the Hawk T1. Oh, John, such a great airplane, man. What time of day, Captain Cocktail? We are currently on 0733 local. Live weather. Alright, how are we looking? We're alright. Lots of mountains here that'll be very kind of close to us, so let's see what we can do. Naughty Gnome is in the house. Good to see you, man. You're welcome back. Where were you, Naughty? You went on holidays. Alright, we're kind of on a parallel track. We'll keep an eye on it, though. There's Test Pilot right beside us. Looking good, man. Sergeant Balosh, Boston Alpha's with us. Crazy Peter. Quasi Archer, Twatters behind us. Prefontaine, Schutz. Alton is there. Rob MCR, Agotai. We have Captain Cocktail, Bell Bro, Heart Healer, Digital Mark, Flying Teapot, Quasar Core, Angels 1-5. Malky Mac is over there. Akut is there. John C, we see it. Grimmy is there. 98 Vulcan. Looking good, lads. You went cruising in the Norwegian fjords. Jesus. Mutt Dog is flying into Utah on the Beach 18. Beautiful aircraft. The Beach Model 18, it's absolutely stunning. Stunning. And there's a mod for that as well. I forget the name of it, but it really enhances the mod. Very, very good. Do you know? What's it called? Is it Deker March, or there's a name for it? I forget the name of the mod. There is a name for it. Hey, there's Rome hanging about. Alright, a lot of terrain here ahead of us, so the cloud is kind of hiding it. So we'll keep an eye. Denark, that's the one locus. Yes. Now see what the wind is doing? It's actually dragging us and pushing us towards the high terrain ahead of us, right? So we may have to correct that. So we're going to do a slight turn to the right here, lads. 160 degrees. We'll be close to the ground, but we should be okay. Less the rains, yeah. Air synthesizer. Or mouth synthesizer, you know. The Australians are a great bunch of lads, sir. You know. We're playing authentic music, lads. Alright. In terms of frequencies that we can pick up to help us with some nav, there's no VORs. I do have DMEs. Or NDVs. 1141. And that should be over here somewhere. We're probably too far away. You ain't gonna get it from there, I'd say. It's the nearest VOR station that I can see. Making you geographically confused. It's never confused. Alright, so our next stop is going to be Mount Hotham. First 2 hours will be in a Piper PA 28181 Cherokee Archer 2, and the last 3 hours will be in a Cherokee Warrior. Nice. They're the planes you're going to be flying in August. That's deadly speedy. Best of luck, mate. You're going to have fun with that. Offworld says some of the clouds look a little ominous. Could it be starting to rain? Yeah, that's the challenge, right? So if you look at the aircraft, we're going to start getting bobbed up and down here. And the reason being is, well, the wind is going to start throwing, hit the mountains and start pushing upwards. You know. That wouldn't be Australian at all, Muse. See the way she's bobbing up and down now? As we approach the mountains, the airflow gets so turbulent. And not necessarily turbulence, it's been caused by the wind pushing against the sides of the mountains. See the lift here, look. Right? Do you ever get that feeling in your belly when you go over like a ramp or a hill or a bridge? Beautiful sunrise though. Look at that view, lads. Gorgeous. I remember starting in a C-150. I could never fit in that. You mad? What bugs fly at 4,500 feet? DJ Seamus, welcome in. It's a great feeling. That's why I love roller coasters. It's on the playlist. We'll see how it goes. There's man stuff on this. I didn't experience flight last year. Looking forward to the next step. Speedy, how long are you planning your lessons to be? A lot of folks will say do the hour. I highly recommend 30 minutes. If you can, do your lessons in 30 minutes of flying time. Because you're going to get an hour anyway. Between your walk around, start up, landing, shut down, you're going to get an extra half an hour there. You know? Right, so we have dangerous terrain ahead of us, friends. We ain't getting over them in a hurry. So what are our options? Wind is kind of blowing-ish behind us, so tell you what. Let's put ourselves in a small climb here. Just to get above this valley here on our left. And we'll see what the crack is from there, right? And you can see, look, the wind is blowing us into the left, so that wind is actually pushing us towards that. You know what I mean? Sir, current sim time? 8:06. 8:06. So we should be getting free energy here. As the wind is hitting off the mountains, yeah? Kinda, sorta. Now, do we go left or do we go right? What do you reckon, lads? Left or right? What have we listened to, Murph? 5 hours of scholarship, so it's an hour flying each time. Okay, okay. Easy. One left, one right. Old veteran 965, 53 months, tier 2. Scott, thank you very, very much indeed. Alright, let's go left. Live vetter shuts. Man, this is pretty. Look at this. Alright, easing out. A little bit more left. We should be getting free lift here. Misty says right. Off-world 100%. Gotta be so careful with these small engines. Alrighty. See that lift? See our speed is maintaining, and look at our vertical speed. Woof! Straight up. This fella is at work, and we're all here now, looking at him. Good to see you, epic fool. You're off to bed. I thought we were getting a CTD there. We're alright. Recovered. Alright, let's maintain this altitude. Lock it in. So we need to get around this neck of the woods here, right? So nice to see the onboard battery can get, yeah, dropped completely. Absolutely. Alright, 90 knots. So Mount Hotham is on the far side of this ridge. So we're going to fly down this neck of the woods. But just be careful of that wind throwing us. Look, the speed, lads. 36 knots. Because it's coming straight down off the mountain here beside us. Now that'll calm it down. So, quick check on our animator. We're way up the road. If we turned off the alternator, that's start draining our battery something fierce. Jeez, look at the crap we're doing now because of the wind. 35 knots. 2 cats. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Andy Vulcan says, remember back in the day when I was a young lad driving up from the coastal beach resort of Lakes Entrance. That's why I was wearing shorts, t-shirts and flip-flops up to Mount Hotham, which was snowboard and foggy and freezing, or snowbound. Got some strange looks when I got out the car. Look at this little river kind of valley here. Now we can follow this river. In actual fact, that's what we're going to do. Autopilot off, my controls. Let's go this way. 2 cats, yeah. I'll try and do it there this evening, buddy. Alright, following this river. 43 knots of wind, lads. Jesus. It's giving it socks. Speed is coming up good. So far so good, 2 cats, yeah, man. It's definitely tweaked. I'm liking it. It feels good. Beautiful animation on the prop. Easy. Oh man, look at this valley here, look. Live weather, Boston. Let's just double check that. Yeah, live weather. Jaw-dropping scenery, it's beautiful. Man, look at that river down there. Beautiful sunrise, lads. Look at that. Jesus. Oh, the crosswind is going to be special. Jeez, we're booting it here, lads. That wind is really helping us out. Offer says, what are your thoughts on this update? Excellent. Warrior was always a great plane. Hello? But, you know, Marathon, welcome in. The Warrior was always good, but it feels better now. You know what I mean? Yeah, Warrior 2. Now, what runway do we go for Hotham? Jesus, the starters, we're still alive. Alright, let's climb here. Got a tailwind here. You're rebuilding 2 of these at work? What? Live out of your bouncing around. I'll have the turbulence turned down a bit. Right. Gain a bit of altitude here. We got the airport on our right hand side. Stripped to the airframe. No way, man. How old are they, 2 cats? It's a beautiful little airstrip. There is custom scenery for this. I think NZA made some for here. Could be wrong. What runway are we going for, lads? We're hardly flying straight in. It's older than you? Then you know it's good. They don't make them like they used to. Oh, look at that, look. Now, you lot are all going in that direction. Is that the right way, lads? It is. 2-9er. Yeah, 2-9er looks like... Jesus, don't go that way, lads. Go round. Crazy Peter's gone upside down, look. The name fits. Mount Hotham. Warrior 235 Romeo Mike is on the right, or turning right base for runway 29er, Mount Hotham. Alright, friends. Easy now. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We're carrying a bit of speed. And a bit of height, but that's only because it's so windy. Get that wing up there. Can we see the runway? Just about. You can see other aircraft, so we're just going to follow these guys in. Watch your speed, Murph. We'll watch our mixture here as well. We're 5,000 feet up. Easy does it. Our speed is 90 knots. Drop a notch of flaps here to help us out. We won't go full rich, but we'll bring it up a bit. Notch of power. Ooh, look at the crosswind on this. Easy now. Mount Hotham, you got a Warrior on a 2-mile final, full stop runway 29er. Mount Hotham. Magnus, yeah. Svalbard, we've been there a few times, man. It's beautiful. Easy now. Easy now. We're high enough visually. Just need to be careful. So there's our crosswind component. We're aiming off a little bit. We got a notch of flaps. Mixture's good. Fuel is good. Speed little low. There we go. Correct that. It's fairly shallow approach. Teeny tiny little adjustments. Try and use your rudders. Watch the... Oh Jesus, Murph, go handy. Try and use your rudders if you can, rather than ailerons at this sort of altitude. Look at this. Look at the angle of attack we need to maintain. Jesus. There's our speed coming in. That was a huge downdraft just before final. Alright, 29er coming in. What's up with the stutters? Jesus.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Naughty gnome! Jesus! Turning off me lights! I never turned on little or landing rate monitor. Balls. Alright, easy. Oh, Jesus, the stutters. Easy. Alright, hold the power here and just bleed the speed. Keep the nose up. There's a touchdown. Alrighty. Did I have LRM on? Ah, you big idiot. Let's turn this guy on. Doodaloo. Yes. Now, it won't detect that landing. I'm hoping Palanta did it. Easy now. Mount Hotham, Warrior 235 Romeo Mike has vacated the runway onto the taxiway, Mount Hotham. Alright, let's taxi in. Yeah, the payware scenery for here is like gorgeous. Do you know? Fantastic. Alright, don't forget to lean your mixture as we're taxiing. And did Volante give us some information? I think it did. Alright, end your flight. Yes. What did it give us? Zoom it in. What do we reckon, lads? So that was our first little flight. Ah, for God's sake. Really, Volanta? Really? You think that's what we did? Yes. Oh no, end flight. Really? That's not how it works at all. You've arrived. Oh, jeez, brilliant. Hey, Kush King, good to see you. All right, continue on. Volanta having a moment. Volanta has a couple of moments, doesn't it? Here's someone coming in on either Join FS or Skynet. Look at this state of that, look. There's two of them. Malky Mac. Brilliant. All right. Did you know that there are 63 different variants of a Piper PA-28? What? 63 of them? Jesus. Right, we're not hanging around. A Vision Jet, now there's the ticket. Right, let's have a look here. So, next leg of the flight, lots of terrain. So let's have a quick look at this gadget here, look. So when we take off, 29er, around to the left, watch that mount tabletop, and then mount freeze out, and then the twins. We got savage high terrain here, so we need to be careful. What we could do, fly straight, come out into where it opens here now, near Hotham Village, do a U-ey, and then come back in this way, and then head south. We got 81 nautical miles to get down to Latrobe Valley, lads, so we'll keep her light, or keep her lit. Keep her lit, Mort, keep her lit, riot. Sticky Rice, good to see you. I never have a problem with Volanta. You need to press review flight. Should be in your logs. Oh, it is too! Landing rate, 17 feet a minute. Ah, brilliant. Jesus, that was soft. Right, so it measured a 17 feet per minute landing. Lovely job. Alright, let's get out of here. Sticky Rice, up your well, mate. Wicked Lumberjacks. Good to see you, buddy. Alrighty then. Fuel pump on for takeoff. Line ourselves up here. We have a notch of flaps already set. Resync our heading. Resync your barrow. Alright, runway heading. Are we ready, sports fans? Power coming in. Up to 2,000. Off the brakes. Let's go flying. Sounds great, doesn't it? A positive landing rate, so you went up 17 feet per minute while landing somehow. Wait, was it a positive or what? Or was it? That's how soft my landings were. Defiant Braun, welcome in. I feel like the crosswind pull is way too strong on this plane. Well, the crosswind component will be different depending on the airplane. The airplane can only support a maximum crosswind element, do you know? I said 1G. That'll do. Alright, looking good. Good climb out. Flaps in. That's a very good climb out. Jesus, the weather only absolutely gorgeous though, isn't it? Oh man, look at this scenery though. Isn't this beautiful? Sun is coming up nicely now. Oh, look at that, lads. Right, we can actually just start turning here to the right. We're fairly high up, like. The wind is absolutely bashing us, but man, is it pretty. Everyone taking off there behind us. Looking good, lads. Look at that. Jeez, that looks good, doesn't it? That looks amazing. With some tunage as well, man. You can't beat the L Warrior. Don't crash. Don't crash. Jesus. aircraft flying with us today, lads. Alright, over to the right we go. Man, look at that Comanche. Jesus, lads. Look at the wind. Ben Rock, you're very welcome aboard. It's all under license from epidemicsound.com. Glad you like it, buddy. Jesus, we're crabbing now like we're on the beach. Look at it. It's a trap. Man, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Nuclear DC-10 says, isn't it mental how you can fly anywhere in the world with actual scenery? It's absolutely amazing, man. Jesus, look at the crab, man. Look at the wind. We're flying sideways. Alrighty then. 46 knots, man. Jesus. Alright, easy now, Betsy, easy. Right, autopilot on. Lock the heading. Lock the altitude. That's beautiful. Stunning. Ooh. Look at us, we're literally going sideways. The views, man, what a beautiful, beautiful part of the world. Hey, Croddy, good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday. Vision Jet. Double Bonanza. Whoa. We're getting blown miles off course. Into the right. The wind is nuts here in Australia. 45 friggin' knots? Man alive. I reckon we'll have to turn harder to the right here. Oof. Man, that's just stunning. It's just a great plane to go kind of cruising in. That'll show you how sideways it's gone. Shameless plug. Shame, the shame, plug, the shame. Alright, let's see how we're doing so. Alright, 486 on a frequency. Naughty Gnome gifting a tier 1 sub over the Nary B200. Thank you very, very much indeed, Naughty Gnome. What a ledge. My ADF is on 890. Let's go 486. We're on ADF. It should be to the south. Now we probably need to go to nav. Is there any VOR stations here? We've 1081. They don't go down that low, do they? Alright, we're getting readings here. Easy. So it's actually a course of 19. 190, right? I need to sneeze. All the shameless plugs. Gesundheit! Jesus. Of all settings I'm realistic, so having low setting on turbulence is kind of cheating. I thought, yeah, high settings for the turbulence I thought was a little bit overkill, but yeah. It works, man. Now, why am I getting the reading here? So, we've DME here, right? So, 51 miles out, but I've no direction. So she's not liking the ADF. At all. So 486, which is correct, right? This will move and just tell us where it's at. It's right. Automatic direction finder. Mountains possibly blocking the way, yeah. Possibly. Like, we are getting DME, so we're 50.6 out. So our non-directional beacon, that's what we're tuned into here on 108.1. But the ADF, we probably have to get a little bit higher. I mean, the clouds can upset that stuff as well, do you know what I mean? Hey look, there's Mr. GPHI. You're looking good, upside, well, Jesus, just upside down. Mrs. TPHI, I don't want to, like, draw any grave concern, but you're upside down. Like, this current heading, we should be on 190. We're currently at 230, and that's just to compensate for that wind at 41 knots, look. That's nuts, lads. Are we climbing? No, we shouldn't be. That's just the wind having the crack with us, you know what I mean? It's very pretty though, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. Yeah, so the mountains could be in the way. It's also our range as well. Like we are 80 miles. Well, we're not actually, we're less. We're 50 miles now. Well, sorry, we're 50 miles to a military airbase, which is... What's the name of it? East Sail? So we're tuning into East Sail. 486. Now, LTV, what does... Anyone know what LTV stands for when you're trying to tune in? Limited transit vehicle. Distance is easier to have, but direction is another thing, yeah. Loan to value. Then again, we are flying down under. We are. I'm still expecting this to turn on, though. East Sale Royal Australian Air Force is home to the Roulettes display team. No way! Is that where they're based? That's awesome, man. So we're actually tracking that station on our NDB. Or DME, I beg your pardon. Man, look at all the traffic around us. That's friggin' awesome. And the fans are working. Fuel tanks on the left versus the right. They're fairly off. Why is there such an imbalance? Interesting. No life coming over ADF just yet. Just up the road from your mum and dad, says Vulcan. No way, man. Horrible scenes in Liverpool. I only saw it on the news. I didn't have a proper look yet, though. Rochi! If you do a barrel roll, will it reset? No! I'll spill me drink, though. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of terrain ahead of us, but nothing that should upset things. It could be our range now, do you know? Like, 486 is correct. That's dialed into our ADF. I'm not sure why we're not getting that. That's mainly for VOR. We can stick in OBS there, I suppose, but like... Latrobe Valley is definitely 486. It has to be range. It might be better at like 50 miles. Because she's doing nothing at the moment, you know? Don't get DME from an ADF. No, I know that, Andrew. So our DME is coming in from East Sale Airport. That's frequency is 108.1. Our ADF, though, however, that's tuned to 486 because that's for the airport we're heading for, which is Latrobe Valley. And it has an ADF there of 486 LTV. So what exactly are you? Let's see here now. If I actually... Hang on. Use the power of gadgets. Waypoint information. So it's an ADF. Alright, let's go into the airport. So we're going to change that now to YLTV. YLTV. And let's just see what it has, right? So frequencies, AWAS, CTAF, Unicom, right? Well, there is an MDB there. But what's the... There's no charts for this. It has runway lighting, that's alright. 2 runways. Aviate, good to see you. Oh wait, that's a TACAN, is it? LTV? Is it military? I didn't think it was military. Ooh. Maybe it's TACAN. Interesting. Yeah, no, East Sale is grand. Like, I'm tuned into East Sale over here. That's giving me distance to it. Yeah. It's the ADF I'm trying to pick up. The symbol is ADF. That's via war stuff. NDB, frequency 404. Hang on. Nearest. There's Sale. Latrobe Valley. But that's airport stuff, right? And I can't change the frequency here. Why is that now? Interesting. GPS is the thing. GPS works. No, GPS is fine. It's just I wanted to see if we can track it. Now that wind has actually died down by 10 knots, meaning we can start adjusting our course here now in a moment, over to the left a little bit. What settings am I running on? Mostly high. There's a few things on ultra, and it's in 4K as well. I turned a couple of things down. There's no real need for them, Kevin. Do you know? But it's going well. TACAN are usually with a via war, Vortac. Ooh, nice. Devil Dodge, good to see you, buddy. Alright, small course correction. 220. Yeah, I'm not getting any life in there at all. It's strange that she's not picking that up. It's definitely working. Holy Batman turbulences! Really? You get much turbulence? Okay, so we're about 40 miles from East Sale, but we're going to be passing that. We're doing 76 over the ground. Interesting. Let's put it down to terrain. New I can smell burning. He's thinking hard. Hi, Gibbo. How are you? Good man, Gibbo. The man who puts things in stuff and hides it. You're also getting 30 degrees to your direction. Yeah, but that doesn't seem to be moving though. Like if I change my heading, right? That should also change, but it's not. That needle should be moving, so I don't think it's detecting it yet. Turn up the volume. I have it on full. We don't seem to be getting a reading just yet. Weird, right? Like this guy, like depending on my heading, this lad should start moving. Well, not necessarily moving, but it's going to point to the direction that I want, right? So I'm just worried it's not reading that, because if I even change my heading look, I've no way of knowing where that is. This guy should always point to where it should be at. It's an automatic direction finder. Literally the needle points in the direction. Do you know what I mean? Lots of wind though, like 42 knots of wind, lads. That's off the like we're going sideways over the terrain here. Very, very pretty. Yeah, it could be Malky, yeah. Like there's mountains kind of right around it. We're alright, we got some other options later on. We can use the Melbourne stuff later on our way to it. Using fuel out of the right side tank at the moment. Our attack hours are starting to come up a bit. RPM is kind of fighting. There we go. Does more power. Careful with the stutterage. EGT is okay. Alright, rumble on. Am I using the TDS or the PMS 50? PMS 50 low tech. Small course correction. It's very pretty, isn't it? Like, it was a sunrise departure look, but look at that, lads. Man, that's gorgeous, isn't it? It is absolutely stunning. Bum, bum, bum. Do 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 do. So just with the JoinFS role, you don't actually need the JoinFS role to access our JoinFS server, yeah? So we have a couple of folks flying. Paparazzi's on. Vulcan is on. Bio is on. So we have 7 folks using JoinFS. If you go into Say Intentions, let's have a look to see who's using our Say Intentions Skynet. Where's this now? Live flight tracker. Alright, so we're gonna go to my group, the TTM group. Hey, we got a couple of folks, look. So all our guys are down the road here. Nice. We got a couple of flyers with us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we got a good few. We got 8 online, lads. That's nice. 1, 2. How many's with us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're a flight of 6 using Say Intentions, and I think we got some more lads spread out. We do.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Couple of aircraft out the way. Rugged Pilot, thank you very much indeed. 36 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, man. Hope you're well. So this is our little party of aircraft heading down the way using Say Intentions. Looking good, man. Now, how do I... what's it now? Yeah, how do I track this other one? So if I go to... ADF is doing absolutely nothing.
Hello there.
Which is alright. We shall see what happens. Benji, welcome in. Thank you very much indeed for the follow. Dougal! Dougal McTavish, the chairman. Welcome in, Dougal. I didn't think you were streaming today. I thought the same. And then I was out and I got back early, so here we are. Here we are. Ooh. Man alive, would you look at the suffering state of this? absolute state of it, lads. Ah, sure, Jesus, it's only gorgeous. Iceman, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Welcome in, man. Right, this ADF should be working now. My gear is down, right? Right, ADF. Look, there's nothing between us. Where's the gadget? Say the magic words. Easy. Iceman says, nice to meet you. I'm Italian from Lake Como. Welcome aboard, man. Hello from Ireland. Lake Glen Maggie on your left. That's beautiful. I assume Down Under by Men at Work is on the playlist. What are you talking about? Oh, your man is actually very good. Weather radar and a warrior? It's not really weather. It's using Nexrad. And this is terrain that we're looking at here, right? So if we go into Nexrad, it should populate that as well. So you can see the detail down here. So this is Nexrad data out here. But we're also getting terrain data up here. And it works pretty well. Works pretty well, Moet. You can't hear anything on Say Intentions. Your plane is so noisy. Turn down the sim volume if you can. We got some beautiful aircraft here, lads. Okay, Latrobe Valley. Do we have any METAR information? Negative. Alright, what if we do this thing over here? Those buttons being pressed. Arch NDA in with the raid. Happy Monday, Arch. Hope you're well, buddy. And a resub for 20 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Hope you're well. Hope you had a great stream. No cable, says Petrolhead. 2 megabytes a second. Ah, Jesus. Arch, hope you had a great stream, mate. You're most welcome. We're here flying the Piper Warrior in Australia. And we're heading to a place called what's the frequency? Latrobe 1282. Not getting much there out of them yet. We'll have to wait and see. It'll be windy from the south. Jeez, that was a long flight, Arch. Sounds good, man. Yeah, the wheel pants low tech, they're pretty nice, man. Ah, brilliant! Weirdness with airplanes. That's awesome, isn't it? Gibbo, 100%. I need to do that. It's a thing I haven't done yet.
Hello there.
Wild Mulqueen, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Good to see you, buddy. Arch, yes, sir. We get in on Wednesday. I need to sort that Gibbo. I just haven't got around to it yet. Just landed a big owl 772 in Chicago from Amsterdam. PH Roy, you take care, man. Who'd eat a Vegemite sandwich, though? I mean, do you know what I mean? Tex and I should be arriving into Providence on Wednesday. Ooh, you're road tripping from Austin. Dude, when are you leaving? Monday or something. Marmite? I don't think it. No, Marmite, lads, is like the things of, you know, give you nightmares. You're leaving here the 18th, and then wherever he says let's go, you fly down to his place and then do the whole trip with him. Nice. Iceman, you better believe it. Love it or hate it, right? Anyone eat crisp sandwiches? Yes. Can't remember the last time I had one, but yes. Whoa, Patrick, now. Whoa, put up the handbrake. You wash that mouth out with soap now, Patrick. Do you hear me? Marmite is as bad as pineapple on pizza. ADF came alive. Huzzah, we have an ADF. Brilliant. What's my current heading? I'm currently doing 220. So the airport is at 194. Would that be right? 194? Now, we can't exactly point our nose at that. The reason being is, well, we have to allow for the wind pushing us off, right? So if we look closely here, there's 18, 19, 20, oh sorry, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's 202 degrees, me looking at that, roughly. It's about 202 degrees. That's where our ADF is now pointing us to. Jesus, the range wasn't great. What are we talking? 20 miles ADF, really? Anyway, so what this is telling us, lads, right? We adjust the heading in the direction in which our aircraft is facing, which we're currently on a course of 2122, it looks like. 220 degrees, right? So we're facing 220 degrees, and our automatic direction finder, because we have the frequency tuned in, right? That's telling us that it's at a heading of 202 or 203 degrees. Now, if we were to turn our aircraft to intercept that, the problem is we've a lot of wind blowing the aircraft. In actual fact, we've 47 friggin' knots of wind. So what'll happen there is, if you look down on the terrain beneath us, we're not going dead straight. See the way we're we're crabbing. We're going kind of sideways, yeah? So that's what you try and aim off for. We're heading back on the Monday. Now, this is old school navigation, right? I mean, this is ADFs. They're ADF and, non-directional beacons. They're almost gone now. Like, VORs are hard to get, but like this stuff is ancient stuff. But you can definitely fly by ADF. It's a non-precision, right? But it's giving you, it's an automatic direction finder. So saying, hey, it's over that direction. Now, it's not giving you any sorts of distance, so there's no DME. Now, you can get ADF at DME, I think. Right? Well, that'd be just an NDB, but a non-direction beacon. Which means a VOR is sending out a signal on a 360-degree radial. That's why you can tune into a specific radial, yeah? Because it's transmitting every direction. A non-directional beacon, it's not transmitting outwards. It's like it's just transmitting upwards. It's just like a light. It's like a light flashing on a building, where a VOR is more like a lighthouse, the way it kind of traverses that area, right? An ADF is similar to your NDB. It's not transmitting in any direction. It's just like a beacon, just flashing. But we've no way of figuring out our distance to that by just the frequency. We got to use a bit of science on that. but it's working, which is good. Think I read somewhere that in some places NDB ADF that break down aren't being fixed and replaced. Yeah. FYI, a low-powered NDB will be maxed at about 25 miles. Yeah, like this one here. And I can't hear the shagging thing of the ADF. I should hear that frequency. Where's me comms? This won't be great now, but audio panel, nav. Headphone mode doesn't work, right? So if I turn down, let me see. If I turn down the engine sounds briefly, right? Into sound here. And if I say aircraft engines, right? We should be getting dash dot dash dash dot dash 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 4 dashes at the end. Yeah, you can hear the 4 dots at the end, yeah? You can just hear it, yeah.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Linny Bobbins, thank you very much indeed. 4 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Hope you're well. You can just hear it, yeah. Greg Orr's here, good to see you, buddy. Let's turn our sounds back up. There needs to be like an in-sim panel for doing this stuff. You know what I mean? Alright. Now we're a little bit high, but that'll help us. We'll pick up a bit of speed here as we start to descend, right? Can tune the frequency on the ADF, or on the ADF and the Comanche, turning the knob frequency hops in all directions. Uh-oh. 2.7, you reckon? Alright. NDB is sending, ADF is the receiver. NDB is sending, ADF is the receiver. You're correct. Oh, that was a question. All right. Oh, Jesus. Well, I can't pick up the AWAS here. I've approached, or I've sent her 1358. Let's try this. Center, November 235 Romeo Mike. We are approaching Latrobe Valley. Yankee Lima Tango Victor. We're looking for the weather information. This might work, it may not work. Well, ask the question.
November 235, Romeo, Mike, Melbourne Centre. Weather information for Latrobe Valley. YLT is not available at the moment. Please check your onboard systems or contact the local weather service for updates.
Sir, do you have the frequency for the local weather updates at Latrobe Valley? November 235 Romeo Mike. We're testing AI here now to the max, lads. They got the accent right, didn't they?
November 235, Romeo, Mike, Latrobe Valley weather updates are on 119.3. MMS
119.3. 119.3 for November 235 Romeo Mike. Alright, let's see if that works. Nothing. Nout. Alright. Melbourne Centre, November 235 Romeo Mike. We were unable to get a response on that frequency. Can you advise what the weather is like in this general area near Yankee Lima Tango Victor? We're looking for the wind and altimeter. Let's see what he says. You can tell us to shag off. Oh, what's that out there, look?
November 235, Romeo, Mike, wind is calm. QNH setting is 1003.
Bonus. Winds calm and QNH 1003. Thank you very much. November 235 Romeo Mike. Deadly. Worth trying to enunciate his words so carefully. You better believe it. Every time I say so, turn on closed captioning there for a second, me face gets it all wrong and it just be shagged. 11. Number 11. Winds calm and altitude in altitude it's 44 knots. Yeah. Doesn't matter. It's still the fact that it's trying to do it. You know what I mean? What do I think about the Moza AB9? Asks Low Tech. It's very good, Low Tech. It's very good. I have one. I use it. Yeah, it's really good. It's real good. Right. Where are we now? We're doing all right. Runway to land. We've a hell of a crosswind on 2-1. I'm inclined to use 2-1, right? Sorry, Ted, I had it upside down. AI is trying to kill us already. Skynet is near. I'm telling you, lads, it's getting there. It's pretty cool, right? Alright, let's nose down here a bit. Down we go. Speed is going to come up like an absolute mad thing. Go on, Betsy. We've passed VNE. Ah, Jesus. And as we get faster, the airplane knows to come back up again, so. 14 knots, altimeter is 1,004. What did he give us? 1,003 hectopascals. Jesus, winds 14. Well, that wouldn't be calm winds, but the rest of it is fairly okay. I used 2-1 and I'm waiting on the ground for you. Probably Pete, 2-1 is good. Let's go with that, buddy. Let us go with 2-1. Alright. Man, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous, though? And, like, it's live weather here. What a beautiful part of the world. Those who drink Australian, think Australian, or think Australian, drink Australian. I can't remember. As a Scotsman trying to use speech recognition, I resemble that sketch. A living... Wait, that's burning some sort of a memory somewhere in my head. Do you know? Mike Coffee, good to see you, buddy. The Warrior spent a few hours in this. Believe you me. Nice. Loyang Power Station on the left. Brown coal fuel. Brown coal? Jesus, Greta must love that place, does she? Drew Bannon. I used 2-1 crosswind. I got 158. Man. First day back at work tomorrow. Oh, naughty gnome. Jesus. What are you doing? Put a shirt on, man. Naughty gnome, have a pleasant evening, my guy. Chat to you soon, buddy. No, it was the young fella. Oh, wait, yeah. Colonel Forks, Takeoff. There's our runway. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Transfer. Latrobe Valley. Warrior 235 Romeo Mike is on a 7-mile final runway 21 full stop. Latrobe. I remember the video of the small girl in the Amazon thingy. Or Alexa. Yeah. Brilliant. Alrighty. Easy now.
It's not the plane, it's the pilot.
Listen, it'll be grand. I'm not wearing a shirt either because it's information. Hot as feck. Brilliant. Cold Nebo, 43 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Cold Nebo. Welcome in, man. How is she cutting? Alright, autopilot off. My controls. Altitude has dropped something fierce. Mixture coming in. And let us ease our way into a landing. Sideways landing coming in, friends. The APM paper mill is ahead to the right. Is that over there? Look at the big cooling towers. A paper mill, is that right? Jesus. Now this place is pretty. Look at this. Gorgeous. Throw it in the drawer. Throw it in the drawer. Yeah, right, yeah. What was that for? Right. What's the speed like? We're all right. Not Chaz the Flapez. The Yalorn.
Valley traffic. Diamond, November 872 Mike is on left downwind or runway 21, full stop landing, Latrobe Valley.
Latrobe Valley, November 235 Romeo Mike, 1 mile short final, runway 21, full stop, Latrobe. So how do you talk to other pilots and say intentions? Phantom Diablo at the moment, it's for their partners. Now you can sign up and get free 24-hour access to the partner. Oh Jesus, the stutters are real. Oh Jesus! I might do some sky off stuff tomorrow. Just for the sheer crack of it, you know. Right, sideways landing, friends. Easy now. Easy. Easy. Ease off the speed, Murph. Ease off the speed. Easy. Easy. Alright. Idler in. Oh, Jesus, mind the wind. Mind the wind. There we go. That'll have to do her. Ooh, not her prettiest. Jeez, the wind. That was deadly. Any more info on the Just Flight Tornado? I've no news just yet. Colin Matter, welcome in. When flying the CJ3, when filing a flight plan, do we file IF4 or VF4? It's up to you. So your aircraft doesn't necessarily define the type of flights you want to do, right? So if you want to fly VF4, that means you are limited to a maximum altitude of 18,000 feet. And it must be clear, or relatively clear. You need to have a minimum separation from the clouds. And if you're VF4, you're not necessarily following a predefined flight plan, right? And that's VF4. It's visual flight rules, right? If you're flying IF4, there's no restrictions. However, you have to follow along a flight plan. So the big heavy airliners, well, they wouldn't because they fly so high. They wouldn't really go VF4, but the likes of air shows and stuff, they probably would, you know? Murph, when will we see the Warrior helicopter? Ooh, not sure. That was exciting for a landing. Time for an iced coffee. Ooh, nice. Yeah, the Just Flight Tornado. I've no information yet. Just Flight are very busy working on stuff. They've multiple projects on the go. Multiple projects. But, yeah, we'll see how we go. We got a 35 feet a minute on our landing rate. And this flight here... Let's end that flight. Let's review it. 87 feet according to this guy. Oh no, hang on. 92 feet according to this. Alright. So we're going okay. Alright lads, next up we're going to fly heading towards Melbourne. Alright. So when we take off, runway 21, we're going to swing out to the right hand side.
Latrobe Valley traffic, Diamond 872 Mike on short final runway 21, full stop landing, Latrobe Valley.
It's a 95 mile high. Well, we're going to do an additional 15, so it's about 110 give or take, 105, 110, right? Because we're going to come on up this way over Melbourne, the city, and then come down to Avalon. What would be your registration number on your general aviation aircraft? If it was in America, I'd go November 235 Romeo Mike. If it was in Ireland, it'll be Echo India Tango Tango Mike. That's what I'd go for. Jesus, lads, we have a good number of aircraft. This is sweet. Now, there's an aircraft on a very short final. Man, look at that Comanche. Isn't that gorgeous? Next Monday, we're going to be starting a new little series It's a ferry flight, or ferrying flight. I'll see if I can get a trailer and all the jazz up during the week. I'm looking forward to it. Beautiful little aircraft. Ooh, look at this. What's that, 185? Oh, Jesus. Kangaroo petrol. It's alright. Alright. Latrobe traffic. November 235 Romeo Mike. Lining up runway 21 straight out departure. Latrobe. Easy now. Right, so this is a crosswind takeoff. This is going to be hilarious, right? So, I'm not going to go with flaps for this one. But we are going to go for maximum power and then a lot of right rudder. Low Tech, have a great... or Locust, I beg your pardon. Have a great evening, buddy. Where is this now? When will we see the Warrior helicopter or the Hunter? There is a Hunter on the way. There's an Apache on the way soon. If not stock livery shows up in 24... Wait, if not stock livery, it shows up in 24. Cool, like the Comanche. Yeah. Alright. So no flaps on this one. We're going to get maximum speed here. Keep the aircraft on the ground. As we pull up, watch the left wing dip. Aileron very much to the right here to get us into the wind. Yeah? Right. Let's go flying. Power coming in. Hold the brakes. 2,000 RPMs, the horses are shouting, and we're moving. Bit of pressure on the nose, not too much. Jesus, we died, instantly died. Shh. Latrobe traffic. Takeoff aborted. And we'll try it again, the trope. Oh, Jesus. Great scenery. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Right, so we died on takeoff there, you know. Methinks we'll have to give this another little blast. I didn't like the aileron. Try it again. Yeah, you saw nothing, lads. Don't worry, I let it all that out, right? It should be fine. That's where we ended up landing. It didn't like the aileron, but then again, that could have been a gust. The Warrior can't handle anything more than like... What's she rated for? Is it like 15 to 20 knots? Pika, this is default, buddy. Alright. Try it again, Murphy. We'll try it again. There's airspeed. Jesus.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Man alive, the amount of rudder. Right, that's good speed. Oopsie daisy. Up you go. That's a bit better. Jesus. We're alive! Did Larry hit you there? He did, Steiny! Larry burst into me. Oh, look! We're in Australia. They better be kangaroo. Easy now. Mind the power lines, Murph. They're definitely going to hurt. Hello, Australian creatures. What are they? They're cows! Australian cows? What do Australian cows sound make? Flying moo? Ah, brilliant! Right, go up the hill. Turn to the right. And we're on our way. I think those are spiders, Murph. Could you imagine? They're spiders are the size of cows. Ah! No, you're alright, thanks. Absolutely not. Right, turn this Tivoli.
Traffic, Twin Diamond, 872 Mike, lining up runway 21, straight out departure, Latrobe Valley traffic.
Really good radio procedure there. Hey, Lieutenant Bob, good to see you. Right, this is roughly the heading we want. Roughly. As we very lazily and sheepishly gain a bit of altitude. Charles Farmer! Is Chad talking about the spider and me headphones? Shag off! Jesus. I can't be dealing with that. That's not cool. They be moo upside down. Woo! Spiders in Australia give me nightmares, right? Okay, why aren't we climbing here, buddy? I keep saying buddy today. Get up the hill. Why is our trim locked?
Hello there.
Okay, the trim is no longer broken. Let me see. Is it Hotham or Jaubin? Welcome in. I had a thumbnail-sized spider on my ceiling a few hours ago. It just gave you a workout with the arms checking set headphones. It did. Inside cup of the headphones. Imagine that. Shag off. Hey, Flying Craig is here. Good to see you, man. Happy Monday. Right. We're going to go for about 2,000 feet and lock it in down to alt mode, right? Surviving the apocalypse. Good to see you. Yellow North Power Station. We're directly over the power station. I greet you here in Italy, 11:30 p.m. tomorrow morning. I have to get up and go to work. You take care. Thank you so much, Iceman. Have a very pleasant evening. Craig, thank you very much, man. Yeah, it's freaking nuts, right? Ah, Jesus, go gadget, right? Yeah, it's nuts, man. Thank you very much indeed. Just look up my Warrior 2 manual, 17 knots, max crosswind. Ooh. Thanks, old veteran. See, it wasn't the plane, it was... No, wait, it wasn't the pilot, it was the plane. Yes. It was the wind. It was the wind. All the spiders are coming down from the trees. Wait, what? Ah, Jesus. Massive raid from London Controller. Welcome in, lads. Jamie, you're very welcome back. Hope you had a wonderful vacation. The place hasn't been the same without you. Welcome in, lads. Hope you had a great stream. You join us here in the El Reliable. It's a Piper Warrior. And we're here in Australia. And we're about to fly into Melbourne.
Hello there.
Jesus. Everything got a crash there. Did you see that? How's it going, lads? Flyboy, thank you for the follow. Morrison, good to see you, buddy. Turkish Touchdown, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Jesus, all the lads. Where's this now? No, just Villas, welcome in. You're very kind, lads. Thank you very much indeed, Jamie.
Hello there.
Yeah, I've gone full time, right? Jesus. Nuts, right? It's a long time in the planning for sure, but yeah, it's definitely something which is going to be fun, right? Jamie's still probably hanging after the Spurs. Oh, jeez, did you see it?
Hello there.
I thought I heard something the other night. I went outside the back garden. I heard this kind of. I was like, that sounded coming from somewhere like a Greek island of some description, you know. Jamie could never go full time. Thanks a million, buddy. Thanks a million. Yeah, it's fabulous, fantastic, and terrifying all at the same time. All at the same time. But we're having fun, man. Lots of flying, which is fun. And this is the first flight I actually took in the Warrior. Just Flight updated the Arrow and the Warrior. Actually, both Arrows and the Warrior. And it was a free update for Flight Sim 24. They're really, really working well. Sounds great, flies great. All the instruments are working. All our different navigation from, you know, ADF, NDB, VOR, and GPS. It's not a bother at all. So, yeah, all is well. This flight here in Australia, we took off from Mount Beauty, headed down to Mount Hotham, then it was Latrobe, and now we're heading over to Melbourne. And it looks gorgeous. Scary decision, right? Jesus. Yeah, I've this great idea. Huh? And it's very hard. Jamie, I imagine it's the same for you, right? You know, you meet your mates in the pub, they're like, what do you do? Stuff, you know. Steiny says, so what's the noise outside then? Oh, Mount Baba. Front right, another ski resort. Mount Baba. Up there. You see, you get to fly with locals. They tell you all about the things. Don't want to know about the spiders. Australian spiders. No, you're all right, thanks. Get a real job. Hammy's here, good to see you. Independent media production, right? I like that, actually. Imp. Oh, wait. Yeah. Hang on, are you calling me an imp? An influencer, is that what they call it, yeah? Your feature on Flight Sim Weekly last week was brilliant. I didn't see it yet, Craig. I need to, yeah. I do stupid stuff. Oh, hang on, look, there's more animals. I don't know what they are, though. They're not kangaroo. I do stupid stuff all the time. Most of the stupid stuff I do tends not to be on camera. Right? But it's grand. I do the stupid things so you don't have to. Merv, you should start telling people that you're a professional pilot. Professional sim pilot. Yes, yes. Right, you didn't get in till about 4 a.m. this morning. Oh, dude. Jamie, thank you very, very much indeed for the raid. Welcome back. And yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow. You'll be streaming tomorrow. That's a travesty. More on camera. What's the patch you want? Wait, what's the patch you want to come out? What patch do you want to come out? 2,000 feet up, says Phantom Diablo, and I can see a gang of huntsman spiders eyeing up a little Cessna. I don't even want to know about it. Huntsman spider? What? What? No. Now, where's Melbourne? Oh, it's over here a bit. Easy now. Chase, we're on full tilt on this thing. Patrick Doyle. Yeah, yeah. 100%, man. It's, right? Your living costs and all of that stuff has to be kind of figured out and budgeted for, and, you know. Blue Rock Dam. Blue Rock Dam. Over here? Like, definitely the mesh is better here, but like I'd say, there has to be another Australian update soon. I mean, it looks great. I love flying in Australia. GA or airliners. Australia's always nice to fly in. It's a multiplayer flight. There's our Mrs. TPHI upside down again, look. She's upside down all night. No one tell Marv about the spider behind him. No. No! Hope you got it leaned out. We're leaned a bit. Don't think I can get much sauce out of it. Yeah, we're in rental mode, man. We're booting it. Asobo is threatening us with a 2020 update. Is that true or fake? True. There's a 2020 sim update 16, I believe, in the works. Oh, no way, Vulcan. If Microsoft follows the same route as Gran Turismo, you could end up flying commercial passenger aircraft. Could you imagine? Could you imagine me doing that in real life, though? I'd only have to start talking to be like, I'm out of here. You can set up a button to auto set the lean, says K-Mac. Oh, nice. Can you? Auto lean. But sometimes you want to be rich at peak as opposed to lean at peak. It depends on what you're trying to do. The spider, curious of the new terrain, walk softly, not to disturb anything. Shag off! In Australia, you'd have to check your shoes every morning because the spider may have crawled into them. It says the perfect ratio. K-Mac, nice, okay. We don't necessarily want to be up by the mountain, so let's just give it a 270 heading and let's see what happens. We'll see Melbourne come up here shortly. We have roughly, what, 70, less, about 40 miles to get to Melbourne. Can you check your height, your hair, because it could be a bad spot. You're just here, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. Ah, Jesus! No, like, I couldn't do this for real. Are you mad? In fairness, I'd be all over the internet, but it'd be probably on those aviation safety videos. You know, like the drink aware, right? Don't see a good flight wasted. Right? That'd be me. You know. I gotta say, this warrior is, well, I mean, she's doing well, isn't it? Now, what do we have here to tune into? So we have Morabin 398 we can dial, right? All right. My current heading is west 270. I'm slightly off it. So our ADF is telling us that well, it's almost straight ahead. So there's an NDB I'm trying to tune into over here, look. Morabin or Morabin. Right? So our ADF is giving us a good read on that. We also have the Melbourne via war 114.1. Let's go via war. 1141. 1141. Hang on now. Let's tune this gadget in. Get them to align. You can see that we have the 2 flag, right? So we'll head towards that. We can also get DME from this, so let me see, that's megahertz. $65 miles, so we're getting distance measuring from it as well. 65.3. ADF is tuned, and also our VOR is tuned. It's a great day to fly. Apparently New Zealand don't have any poisonous spiders or snakes. Yeah? You had to restart your sim. TBM time. I'm about to remove a RX 7900 and go back to a 2080. Oh, really? Why is that? I would have thought the 7900 was way up there, no? Have to do that here for scorpions. Jesus. Like, why did you have insects to try and kill you? We don't have that in Ireland. We're very kind of calm with our, you know, animals and stuff. I don't know. Hey, it's Richie. I swear my Warrior Artificial Horizon is black and white, or am I thinking of the Arrow? It's black and white. Tis black and white. Tis in the book. Is it in the Arrow? Yeah, it could be the Arrow. It could be the Arrow. There's no option here to change stuff, is there? Oh no, there is, look. So I'm using a HSI. So is it this guy you're looking at? Just a direction indicator? We're burning a bit of oil here, that's nice.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez. It might depend on delivery, yeah. You have Guinness 10 pints of that. That is a killer. Well, Guinness, of course, yeah. It's actually the Arrow, not the Warrior. I have a second PC with a 1660 card in it, and 2024 works really well. Ooh. Good evening to you too, Ace. All of the older aircraft only had black and white. Really? Nevada, not a big deal most of the year, but you need to look out for scorpions in the summer. Jeez. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be a fan. Like, scorpions, well, your scorpions, they can get pretty big, right? Thank you very much, Ace. He says, thanks for, well done on going full time. We're really looking forward to you flying the Airvan. Yeah, we're going to have SWS Simulus on Wednesday, lads, showcasing their newest aircraft, the Airvan. Think of it as like a smaller, boxy kind of a Kodiak in terms of how it looks. Yeah, looking forward to that. I also want to check out the Apache. I want to check out the Zero, the Mitsubishi Zero from Airplane Heaven. I think Wednesday's going to be busy. It'll be fun though. It's always nice having SWS on. Great bunch of lads. This is nice, lads. This is nice. So I'm still kind of heading towards... Well, I'm heading directly towards Melbourne here now, but we want to pick up the city. So let's do an intentional turn here. Back over to 270 degrees. Bit of wind pushing us here from the right side. Have you flown the Hiller UH-12B by Nemeth? Matt, I can't remember. I'm not a fan of Nemeth. Is there a suit in Dublin? A suit in Dublin? What do you mean? Look out for the inland taipan, the most dangerous venomous snake. Really? James Lawler, good to see you, James. Welcome aboard, man. Like the transit of the skies. Yeah, that's it, Neil. Yeah, that's it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it has a PT. Does it have a PT6? Is it a GA10 or a GA8? I think it's a GA8. Oh, she's a Lycoming flat 6. 241 knots. Ooh. Basically a 206 mixed with a Kodiak. Drop bears are the most fearsome Australian animal. Oh, that's nice. Jesus, it's somewhere between a Kodiak, a Grand Caravan. The doors are straight off a friggin' Otter. Not unlike the shorts. Yeah. It kind of has Otter vibes to it. SWS Air Van. It's not going to win any points for looks, I'd say, will it? Red Plays, good to see you. We're flying in Australia. We're actually heading towards Melbourne at the moment, Brett. Hope you're well, man. Fly to Korowa in Australia. Where's that, James? Like I'd say, this is a working, like it's very much a working aircraft, isn't it? As in, it's a workhorse aircraft. These are early shots of it.
Hello there.
Single pilot operation for like cargo and, you know what I mean? James, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Definitely not a pedigree. No, I don't think so. It's in New South Wales. Yeah, what do you think of it, lads? I mean, the Caravan has some really, really nice aerodynamic curves. You know what I'm saying? The Air Van, I mean, it's a Ford Transit of the sky, right? Looking forward to it. We're going to check that out on Wednesday. We're going to have SWS on the stream and a few of the guys working on the aircraft just to tell us a little bit about it. It's on the border of New South Wales. Sierra Hotel. Obviously, function comes before style. 100%, man. Just woke up and saw an Irishman in your backyard. Brilliant. Put on the kettle, bread. 2 sugars, drop of milk. Like, that's what I love about aviation, right? I mean, here we are in something very small. It's general aviation, you know, flight training or general touring, right? And there's some utility behind a Warrior as well. Then you move on to like some of the larger aircraft, the likes of the Caravans or the Air Van, or, you know, and then you get into like the cargo lifters and then your passenger stuff. Like, it's class. And then you have your choppers as well. Skoda doesn't have a van that fits the description. No. Skodas don't need to do vans. They have enough space in them as it is, you know, because they're superb. It's like the Caravan that was used as a lawn dart. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird shape, isn't it? It's a mix between, I think, a Caravan, a Kodiak and an Otter. Just looking at it, you know. Man, the wind tonight has been really pushing us, hasn't it? But I tell you, the scenery has been nothing short of gorgeous. Bit of a trek to do yet. Yeah, your Skoda can't tow a skip. Why would you want to do that? Tow a skip? 15 Spectra, welcome in. Or 1 Spectra, beg your pardon. Murphy can't read, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. James Lauder, take care. Alright. We are 50 miles from Melbourne. Travelling at about 105, so we're about 30-ish minutes-ish. Maybe less. We're kind of floating up across the bay here. Let's have a gawk. So we're going to fly up over the city and around it and then come back down to here, right? Looks nice. Looks very nice. Let's have a look at our say intentions traffic. There we are. So we have 2 aircraft. Lieutenant Bob and Hermit are over this side. Interesting route. And then you have a few of us over this way. There's me. There's Malky. Mike is right behind us. Then we have Phantom Diablo out to one side. Probie Pete. So this is all say intentions, lads. DGS, good to see you, man. 27 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Hope all is well. I flew yesterday in Victoria, got up to 163 headwind. What?
Jesus.
163 headwind. Jesus. What we're looking at here, lads, this is from Say Intentions, and it's their Skynet program. Basically, with Skynet, it allows you to fly on, you know, flights in 2020 or 24, and it'll inject the traffic into your sim, and you can follow on by the map here to see where everyone is. Our group code for us flying, it is TTM. So if you have Skynet Premium, if you have Say Intentions Premium, you have Skynet. This will eventually be free to everyone. That's their plan. They're going to make this application free to everyone, which means you can also do silly things like this. 123450. So if you tune your radio to 123450 and you're on Say Intentions, hello other traffic, it's Murph. How say you? And then after a few moments, because there is a bit of a delay, after a moment you'll hear someone else jump back on going, Asher, how are you? So you can actually chat to each other from inside the sim. How cool is that? The map is free on Open Sky 2, which is what I have. Ah, nice. Open Sky, yeah.
Traffic. Hey, Murph.
Right, brilliant. Flight Sim Mods, good to see you, my dude. Hope all is well. Herman says, it's time for a newer PC. I can't even get into the BIOS at the moment. I think my CTDs may be due to your PC. Oh, no way, Hermit. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, man. Flight Sim Mods, hope you're well, man. Top of the morning to you. Is it this windy out your neck of the woods, is it? Retriever Neil has Open Sky. So is Skynet working in Open Sky? Maybe. The old reliable warrior. Look at the cut of it, isn't it? Gorgeous. Such a nice little plane. Oh, it is! Ah, oh, perfect. Right, okay. So hang on, Open Sky, that's free. Fun and dangerous while streaming. You better believe it. Open Sky is free, lads. Oh no, hang on. Open Sky isn't free. Open Sky is like a one-off payment. Isn't that right? Say Intentions. Hang on. Open Sky. Yeah, this is free. It's free. So they're giving it a whole load of free stuff. Now it says no multiplayer. Maybe you're just getting the map, right? Like premium, if you can afford it, I highly recommend premium because it's far more than ATC. Like it's way more than just ATC. And they're working on traffic injection and all that stuff as well. But the premium gives you everything, right? All your ATC for both IF4 and VF4, your AI co-pilot and your cabin crew, SkyOps, Sky, it gives you everything, lads. $16.25 a month, or $19.95 a month if you're paying month by month, or if you go with the yearly sub, it's a little bit cheaper. Or just give it a 24-hour free trial, no credit card needed. Like just try it. If it's for you, you're going to enjoy it. If it's not for you, well, you know, you've tried it. You know what I mean? You got a referral from Alison? Yeah, I think I have some referral codes as well. Pro Sauce, good to see you. I used Ground Ops for the first time yesterday when GSX was, of course, borked. It worked fabulously. There you go, man. Pro Sauce, good to see you. Yeah, so I mean, you can contact ground control or ground crew just as I'm talking to ATC, right? And you can say, you know, push back, all this stuff. Do I have an affiliate link for Say Intentions? I don't. Alison, are you thinking of getting it? Like, the reason why they have running costs or sub costs, it's because it costs. Like the AI stuff, maybe in a couple of years, it'll like come right down. Like they've already halved their price, haven't they? From their first release, they've already dropped it down by half. So like, it's, you know, I have two accounts to Say Intentions. One is the full version, the other is Entourage. Ooh, nice. Alice Shin, drop me a DM there, will you, on Discord. Say Intentions is great. Just recently got back into it. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. And it's far more than just ATC. Like, that's what I love about it. Traffic injection, multiplayer now because we're using Open Sky or Skynet, and then you have SkyOps. I must do SkyOps tomorrow. Go for an old blast with that. So what SkyOps does, I mean, you load into the sim wherever you want to be, then you get onto SkyOps, right? So SkyOps is absolutely incredible. This is a game changer, and I don't say that lightly. It's a game changer. Hear me out, right? What SkyOps does, I can do it now, look, right? Well, I'm not going to do it now because I'm flying. Where's that website gone? So what you do with SkyOps, you load into the sim, right? And you can be in a fixed wing or a helo, and you can say, hey, SkyOps, you know, I want to do something. Now, give me a mission. And you could do a mission that could be the likes of search and rescue. It could be a cargo run. It could be VIP transport. They inject objects into your sim. You can go off and do forest fire missions. They'll start lighting the fires. It's injected into the sim and they're talking to you. It's like, it's class, man. It's class. Let me see. Where's the SkyOps stuff? So, SkyOps missions bring dynamic AI-generated scenarios directly into your sim, injecting mission objects and challenges tailored to your aircraft location, weather, and season. SkyOps crafts immersive, relevant missions that push your skills and elevate. So, search and rescue, air ambulance, aerial firefighting, VIP transport, cargo, and also ferry flights. It injects it all in. It's brilliant. Like, if I tune into SkyOps now, right? 122.11. 122.11, right? SkyOps, November 235, Romeo Mike. We are airborne approaching Melbourne, and we can do a search mission. I couldn't pronounce it right. Old veteran, you take care.
While I check the mission queue. I'll get back to you in 1 to 2 minutes.
Now, do you know what's deadly about this? You can also text using WhatsApp. You can text SkyOps and say, hey, give me a mission when you're ready. And when it's ready, your phone beeps. Beep, 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 beep. Here's a mission. Huh? It's crazy mad. Or I can say, hey, give me a firefighting mission in this area. And it'll figure out where you are, it'll inject it, and then you go off and fight a fire. And it reacts to you dropping water, like. Tis class, lads. Did my first Say Intentions ATC flight today, closed traffic, compressed. Creo, yeah. Retriever Neil, you take care, man. I like the lake here. Isn't it beautiful? Wait, is that a lake?
November 235 Romeo. Mike, SkyOps. SkyOps to Warrior VHBVM. We've got an urgent tasking for you. An ATV has rolled over in dense bush inside Kirkgillen Regional Park. 2 riders injured. Your job is to locate the orange smoke marker and confirm visual on the downed quad. The location is 39 kilometers northeast of the airport. Rough heading is 055. Roughly latitude minus 37.87 and longitude 145.83. Mark the position, read back the exact coordinates, then return to Kui Rup. No need to remain on station once visual is confirmed. Contact me once you've got a visual on the incident site.
SkyOps November 235 Romeo Mike, Roger. So it's saying here, an urgent tasking, an ATV has rolled over in a dense bush inside the Kirkgillen Regional Park. 2 riders are injured, locate them. The orange smoke marker is going to confirm them. So, say Intentions using their engine will now inject that into the sim, and you're going to see then an orange marker, which is deadly. Isn't that deadly?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Didn't he sound like it? Let me see. The RT Kaku, thank you very much indeed for the subscribe on the tier 1, man. Thank you very much indeed. What a legend. Right. What version is that? Now you're stressing. New subscriber, thank you very much indeed, Antonio. Welcome in. Hang on, we can do that again. SkyOps, this is November 235 Romeo Mike. Sir, can you read back that instruction once again? What are we looking for and where? I pity the fool. No, I think they dropped the orange marker.
Locate the orange smoke marker at Kirkgillen Regional Park, 39 kilometers northeast of the airport, heading 055. Coordinates are roughly latitude minus 37.87 and longitude 145.83. Confirm visual on the down quad and return to Kui Rup.
Yeah, baby.
Give me a minute. Let me see what we've got. I'll get back to you in a minute or two.
Hang on, I'm
November 235 Romeo. Mike, I'm sorry. I couldn't find a mission with that ID.
Ah, balls. I wanted it to read it back. Fantastic. Right. Where's that orange smoke? Actually, where is that regional park, by the way? SkyOps, can you give us some orange smoke over the city of Melbourne, please? I mean, all you can tell us to shag off.
Hold on while I check the mission queue. I'll get back to you in 1 to 2 minutes.
if this works, Emerald Lake is to our right. This needs to be just added to say intentions. Terrible special forces, right? It's out to our left. Murph, how do you do the quality of your visuals compare? Oh wait, how do the quality of your visuals compare between your TV screen and VR? Very similar. With the Pimax Crystal Light, they're very, very similar. You know? Kia ora and Little Olympics.
Romeo. Mike, unable to provide orange smoke over Melbourne. Please refer to local ATC for assistance.
Roger. Alishin, come on yourself. Alright. You gotta love it, right? Iceman AMD, good to see it. You can't miss it. Skylines can be seen from 100 miles, right? Doing the work lurking this fine Tuesday morning. Right, now, welcome to Melbourne. That's the city over there on the right side. But that's what SkyOps can do. And like, you want to see like the firefight and stuff. The search and rescue was a little bit difficult because the LOD in the sim didn't play nice. It's very good on 2020. You gotta try it. It's very, very good. It's excellent, friends. Excellent. What are we doing here now? Do. It's all go, lads, isn't it? Flat out. $3228. Latest version. Ah, nice. Okay. All right. Jesus, Murph, go handy with your buttons with it. Now, so our plan: fly in over the city and just check out the views, and then we go around the bay over to the far side, and that's where we call it a night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. So yeah, have a look at Say Intentions, lads. Very good. Very, very good. And as I said, you can get a free 24-hour pass. Give it a shot, right? Plan it on a day that you know you can spend a lot of time in it. It'll give you a good taste of what to expect from it. Pardon me, do you know what I mean? Remind to check your tanks. Wayne, I don't know what we do without you. I thought I had that set to auto. Voodoo. Fuel and payload. Auto fuel selector. That doesn't appear to be working. That was strange other sounds. What happened there? Oh man, look at that. Look at this. Now, here's the ticket, lads. What's live time doing right now? Will we chance it for the crack? Oh. Live time, lads. Immediately go on to live time. Can you chat between pilots? Yes. So I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, right? Melbourne traffic. This is Murph. Hello out there. And we should hear someone back going, how are you, Murph? Right? Or hopefully we should. think my radios are actually looking after the volume.
Melbourne traffic, hello Murph.
Did you hear that? Sun is up by now. It's 8 a.m. Yeah, no, it's. Oh, jeez. We're looking good. We're looking good. It does work, but the selector animation doesn't change. Oh, right. Okay. So, Hermit, yeah, you can, right? And they have features in it that you can use your aircraft avionics to actually increase or decrease the volume, or you can use it directly from the app. And inside the app, well, you can tell the app, you know, where do you want that volume to play, right? So if we go into headset, microphone, and then your headset options, you can go into your headset or into your speakers, or, you know, whatever you want, right? The multiplayer stuff here, I just have this set to live multiplayer proximity, so it's going to hear other live Say Intentions aircraft who are within radio range and on the same frequency. And even though we have a delay right now, they're working on that. They're planning to have no delay, right? CAN traffic, I always had that on as default. Brian was like, no, turn it off. So I turned it off. Then you have the intercom. So if we wanted to, right? Passenger, we can have a co-pilot. You can select your co-pilot. They've Captain Canada in here now.
This is what the intercom sounds like.
Alright. Now, what's my button for this? Hey, co-pilot. It's Murph. What's happening?
I'm sorry, I'm really only trained to handle IFR-related comms.
So that's Captain Canada, right? Into me settings here for a second. We'll turn down this in for a moment, just so you can hear what's going on, right?
Dougal, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Right, we'll have a listen here now. Hey, Cap, can you give me the METAR for Melbourne Airport?
It's a VFR. I'm not really supposed to be helping you with the comms unless it's IFR.
Denied! Right, Captain Canada doesn't want to play. Right, we'll change it. Intercom. So, that's a co-pilot. We got Cartman. Baby Max Stone. Hey, man. Oh, yeah, we do a tour guide. Right, here we go. Oh, Jesus, there's only a few of us. Good man, Murph. Come here. What can you tell me about Melbourne? Melbourne. It's a bonny city known for its stunning architecture, vibrant art scene, and of course, the coffee culture that'll make your heart sing. Established in 1835, it quickly became a bustling hub, and today it's famous for its laneways filled with street art and cosy cafes. Did you know that Melbourne was once the capital of Australia before Canberra took the crown? It's a place where you can find everything from beautiful beaches to the stunning Yarra River, making it a true gem of Victoria. You're so intelligent, Murph! Thank you kindly. I'm just here to share the wonders of our beautiful world. Now, if you have any questions about the sites we're flying over, I'm all ears. Murph, who invented Melbourne? Did the Irish invent Melbourne? What's the password? The founding of Melbourne. It was actually established by free settlers from Tasmania in 1835, led by John Batman, who is often credited as one of the city's founders. While the Irish played a significant role in the city's development later on, they weren't the original founders. So no, the Irish didn't invent Melbourne, but they certainly helped shape it into the wonderful city it is today. Right, so some time ago, Say Intentions were on Say Murph, you know, let's work together on some voices, and like they did some awesome work. Like I had to record a bit of stuff for them, but like it just did it itself. Like incredible stuff, right? Janet. Hello, Janet. How are you? Sierra Hotel.
I'm doing well, thank you. Just enjoying the view from up here, as one does when one is not busy being a tour guide.
Right. Tell me, Janet, what do you know about Murph? This could be a dangerous thing to do.
Well, birth is when a baby comes out of a person.
Oh, no, not
usually
birth!
after a long wait and a lot of shouting. It's like waiting for a bus that never arrives, and then suddenly it's there and everyone's surprised. But I'm not a doctor, so I wouldn't know much more than that.
No. Murph. M-U-R-P-H. Murph.
I'm just a tour guide, not an air traffic controller, so I can't help with that.
All right, Janet. That was brilliant. Right. Anyway, moving on. That was brilliant. Oh, right. Yeah, Janet's a bit mad, isn't she? Do you know, cabin crew. We don't have a cabin crew. We don't have a cabin. But you get the idea, right? Right. What's a Murph? Yeah, it's when a baby pops out and there's lots of screaming. Wait, what? Welcome to Melbourne. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Ah, lads. Isn't this only stunning?
Oh, Jesus.
Isn't it absolutely stunning looking?
Hello there.
Isn't it only savage though? Let me see. B. Moden, thank you very much indeed for the... Oh, welcome aboard. Rickle Flight is here. Good to see you, my guy. Jesus, lads, isn't that absolutely fantastic? Look. Gorgeous. Wait now, we've buttons over here, look. Ooh, is it there? Oh yeah, that is it. Go back there, you devil. Now we're thrashing. Now we're thrashing. Stu Snape, good to see you, man. Melbourne is absolutely splendid. Isn't it only gorgeous, lads? 'Tis a cracker. What's the name of that tune? Good question. Hang on now. We'll find it over here for you. It's called Energized Morning, Seamus. Energized Morning. It's one of the epidemic sounds. Right. How are we looking, friends? We're looking good. Okay, small little bit of a left turn now. Let's get ourselves out to our final stop of the night. Must be U3, right? Yeah. Bunu and the side. Yeah, the photogrammetry is nice here, isn't it? Orbex have actually worked on the new Melbourne. I need to check that out soon. But look at the detail, lads. Isn't it stunning? Gorgeous, lads. Gorgeous. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, we're heading to Avalon. You're off the Avalon. Fuel is running low. Jesus. This has been a really nice flight, hasn't it? The size of the railway station here in Melbourne, it's huge. It's beautiful. Isn't it only gorgeous? Isn't that Albert Park? That's Melbourne, lads, isn't it? Jesus, look at the time. Would you ever get a job, Murph? I know, Jesus. We're landing now in a minute. Stunning. News is up and working a few hours a night. Yeah, good man, Murphy. Kept me up all night watching that f***ing thing. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so Avalon. Choice of runways, 18 or 36. Dougal, we'll be on tomorrow during the day, buddy. Don't you worry, my friend. You did it again, didn't you? You got a couple of days off, else you would have been in bed. Yeah, Dougal, don't worry, man. We got some flights during the day this week. Like, our main plan is trucking on Tuesday, the news on Wednesday, got our Vatson flight on Thursday, and we have a group flight again on Friday. But there'll be daytime streams as well. Hey, Wombat is here. Good to see you, man. Back in the dark ages, Qantas used Avalon as a base for pilot jet training. It was a common sight to see 707s and even 747s doing touch and goes in the pattern. No way. Yeah, it looks like a fairly beefy runway here at Avalon. Oh, it's a friggin' gorgeous part of the world, isn't it? Delighting in flights in 24, lads. Like, I mean, look at the cut. Look. Did you just see the cut of it? It's gorgeous, man. Absolutely superb. 36 seems active. Roger. That's grand, so we can kind of ramble down the coast here. I can see Wombat down there, look. Nice. I love flying in Australia, man. It's always nice. Easy now. This is where they hold the big air show. Ooh. When you have an earlier stream during the week, do I have pop-ups to inform? Hermit, you'll always find it on our Discord. So if you want to keep up with when we go live, a lot, like Mr. Dan loves it. I always ping Discord about an hour before I go live. Sometimes it's a little bit less, like half an hour, but you'll always get a notification on Discord. I read that the Australian Air Show is held at Avalon too. Nice. When are we landing? We're landing now, Nuvix. In the next 5 minutes. Actually, no, a little bit longer. About 10 minutes. I'm Scenic. Good mind yourselves. Right, how's our fuel looking now? We'll keep on the right tank. Wales gifted a tier 1 sub over to Ricky Pro. Will, thank you very, very much indeed, man. Awesome support. Insane support. Sweet PC, thank you very much. To your left is Point Cook, home of the Royal Australian Air Force, where it was first formed. No way. It's over here, look. There it is. What colour? It's a black coloured PC. Hoop, thank you very much indeed for the sub. I don't know if it's a flight sim thing or a just flight thing, but the shadows on the fuselage and the prop are so cool. It's a just it's both, right? Flight sim does it, and then like the artists are able to kind of emphasize it a bit in the prop. Looks nice, doesn't it? Long notice good for me. Dougal, 100%. Like a school or something down there. Or sports centre. Look, tennis courts, football pitch. That's really nice. Alright, so our tanks are changing. I can hear them click over. More fuel on the right, so we'll be keeping on the right for landing. That's just beautiful. Like, that's live time, live weather. It's windy as hell, like 32 knots. It's proper windy here, but it's very, very nice. Beautiful. 8 minutes out. I run my mobile while working or during the week for whatever it's on. Sweet, okay. Nice, nice. Alright. Man, I've really enjoyed flying this Warrior tonight. It's just a great airplane. It always was great. But it's handled so well. Okay, so we're saying 3.6 is active, so we'll cut down here a little bit. So we can kind of end the pattern and fly in. Wait now, did I turn my sounds back up? I didn't. Settings. Sound. Engines. There we go. Can't fly with you in multiplayer, mate. FPS drops 10 to 20 when I get close to the group. Oh, no way. That's an issue, Wombat. Join FS, maybe? Oh yeah, do you have wake turbulence turned on? Check your settings for that. Flyer10 says, Ear Trumpet will let you adjust the volume for all sound sources per application. Ear Trumpet? Ooh. I'm not going to put that on the Stream Deck. Yeah, you probably could, I'd say. Yeah, you probably could. Wake turbulence in multiplayer is a frame killer. I've heard that. I've heard that. I think mine is turned off. I don't know that I turned it on by default. Do you know? Maybe. Easing out. Jeez, look at the wind. Strong, strong tailwind. I think it's off by default. Okay. Trying to invest is still working. God bless auto mechanics, right? Jamaica Rana, good to see you, buddy. We're about to land here. We're just outside of Melbourne on this flight. We started off in Mount Beauty, named after myself. Then we went to Mount Hotham, not named after me. Then we went to a place called Latrobe Valley, rather. And now we're in Melbourne. Hope you're well, man. Happy Monday. Kettle is boiled. Good man yourself, Brett. But you'll have to get over my moat first. Beautiful mountain. You big tree. Do you need to pay real money for a plane in Microsoft Flight Sim? Some of them, Novisk, yes. Some of them, the default ones that come with it, are pretty good. But there are third-party products you can buy, and like some of them are really good. So yeah, this aircraft here, this is a payware add-on. Like there's a whole like ecosystem, a full.
November 872 to a diamond, 11 miles northeast, inbound to land runway 36, full stop. Avalon traffic.
Avalon traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike, also inbound for full stop runway 36. We are 9 miles, currently at 2,200 feet. We're going to be entering a right base for runway 36 Avalon. Oh, you're in Tassie. Ah, right. Tassie's not far from here. Well, it's an hour and a bit. Or more, probably. It's probably an hour from here, right? An hour and a bit. So the F-18 comes with the sim itself, Novix. It's alright. You know, there's far better, like the F-14, the Tornado, the Jag. We're checking out the Jag on Wednesday, the weapon systems. Oh, me using weapon systems. Stop. But yeah, we're doing that, right? Right turn a little bit. That's where all the lads are. Man, live weather, it makes all the difference. The Rafale is free and great. Yeah, there's a couple of great freeware ones out there. Yeah, good idea, Phantom. Yeah. Who did your mount? Huh? ABS Wheel Center. What's that now? Stu Snape, you absolute mad lad, gifting 3 tier 1 subs to the community. Stu, thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Jesus, lads, if you got a tier 1 sub, but thanks to Stu Snape, do be sure to say thank you. Glad you made it over the Werribee sewage treatment plant, Murph. You might walk away from a crash here, but no one will want to know you afterwards. Uh-oh. You'll never guess what happened. Wombat, any luck with the old, yoke? Is it working? The frame rates? Wanted to leave a number before the month end. Thank you very much indeed. It's a sensor that detects wheel speed of the anti-lock brake system. Auto mechanics. Jesus. Yeah, it was turbulence was on. Trying again. Sweet. Zard, good to see you. Yeah, I'm on a little bit late. You're in the air now. It's looking better. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm keeping you up late on a Monday night, lads. Oops. Grant. Avalon traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike, 6 miles. We're going to be entering right base for a full stop runway 36, Avalon. It's a sensor on your vehicle on the right rear wheel hub. I had that as well, and I had to replace all 4 sensors before they figured out what it was. Luckily, they were cheap enough. It's 3:30 p.m. at Zard. Nice, man. Nate, more like another 4. Grand, super tight. Be grand. All right, let us descend. $6:33 in New York. Ooh. What's the weather like in New York? Jesus, look at the speed here. To the airliner people, this is approaching stall speed. Brilliant. All right, ease up that power. Mixture rich.
872 Mike is going to enter right downwind, runway 36, full stop. Avalon traffic.
Avalon, November 235 Romeo Mike, entering right base. Full stop 36, Avalon. Easy now. It's a pain to replace. I'm not paying 150 to 200 bucks an hour. Jesus, is that much? It's pretty nice. It's windy. Our rider's gone to hell in a minute. Hell in a hurry. That's the word. It was beautiful like the last couple of weeks, but it's now gone like back to normal Irish weather. Rain and all the jazz. Alright, ramble in. Especially dealerships in the States. That's nuts, Jay Winokur. I stopped going after they asked $250 an hour. Jesus. It's 17 degrees Celsius in Vancouver. That's not bad, Zard. Alright, keep an eye out for the runway. There it is. There's Wombat. So the model matching is still shagged Wombat, but hopefully your FPS is back to where it should be. Look at this mad lad with the precision flying. $15 part. Mechanics will charge an arm and a leg these days. Where the world is gone, right? Little bit low, Murphy. Have I ever been to the US? I have. I've been to New York once. I've been to New Jersey. I've been to Houston, Las Vegas, and Arizona, Flagstaff, and the Grand Canyon. And we're going back to Boston. We're going to Boston in June.
Avalon traffic, 72 Meg, turning right base, runway 36, full stop landing. Avalon traffic.
So he's right behind me. The Yu Yang mountain range is off to our right. Oh, look at that there, look. Yeah. You been MonCon this summer? Ooh. Avalon traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike is turning final for runway 36, Avalon. Easy now. Jeez, lobster, you can't be eating lobster. Who eats lobster? Stop eating fish. Fish is bad. It's evil. It's out to get you. Jesus, what sort of a turn was this? Shadows look amazing. They look like clay in my sim. Oh no. Antonio, really? He's now. World's worst turning final. It's like a sleepy... Right. Adam Controls, what are you doing up after your bedtime? We're still... Yeah, we're just about to land now, Adam. Brilliant. 20 to feckin' 12 on a Monday. Sure, it's grand. Look at the wind here.
Oh,
Avalon, November 235 Romeo Mike is a 3 mile final, runway 36 full stop. Avalon. Thank you for turning off me lights. How far from the airport? About 3 not even 3 miles. It's like right there. About 2 miles. I had to go, but now I've returned. Kanzui, welcome back. Jeez, look at this. Watch your speed. Easy now. Stutters. Alright, the wind is savage here. Says the one who's off eternally. And you're saying it's nearly 12 in the morning. I wouldn't say I'm off. Like, I still have to get up in the morning. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus.
Is it now? On to flaps. Avalon, November 235 Romeo Mike, short final, full stop, runway 36, Avalon. Alright, mind the wind. Easy now. Sideways landing for the win, lads. Easy. 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 Jeez, it's 20 knots on final. That's proper windy, lads. Your sound turned off and now it's back.
November 872 Mike, turning final 2 miles, full stop, runway 36, Avalon traffic.
Jesus, we're completely sideways. Jesus. Hold. Alright, Jesus. The small little kick at the last second. That's proper windy. Crosswinds are nuts here. Avalon traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike has vacated the runway onto Delta Avalon. Jesus. Little bumpy. It was just windy. Pure wind. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Everyone's parked down the far end, look. This is where the display pilot Paul Bennett airshows crashed. What? He survived it? Really? Paul Bennett? Wait now. Didn't he, he's made aircraft with, Orbex. Has he not? Including... He had a stunt plane and he also had the Warbird, didn't he? Paul Bennett, that him? Jesus. Flyer 10 had a CTD taxiing to the group. I don't believe you. What time is it for me? It's, oh, Jesus. 23:40. Bellbro, it was flying again with the group. Ah, awesome stuff, Bellbro. So great to have you flying with us, buddy. Easy now. Yeah, the Pitts and the Avenger. There you go. It wasn't Paul flying. Ah, okay. It was one of his aircraft, was it? Okay. Easy, Murph. Canoesy checking in. Ah, look at everyone up here. Look, I mind the taxi light. Ka-ching! They're expensive when you break them. Deedly-dee, deedly-dee. Easy now. So many planes. That's awesome. Diddly-dee, diddly-dee. There's Bellbro and the Comanche looking good, man. Time doesn't matter. I'll park her in here beside Muse. There's Wombat taxiing up behind us. Alright, so on the brakes. Brakes on. We shall. Fuel pump off. Pitot heat off. Avionics, good luck to you. And kill the mixture. Mags off. Lights off. And fuel valve off. And battery off. Excellent flight, lads. Wasn't that pretty? There's Wombat in with us. Jeez, the wind is absolutely blowing a howling gale, isn't it? Lads, that was awesome fun. Awesome fun. Very, very, very well done. There's Wombat. There's Muse, Toto, Fraser Core, Bellbro, Creo, Phantom, Visualize, Mr. TBHI, Heart Healer, Hermit Something, Lieutenant Bob, Akut is there, Rob, Boston Elf, Schutz, Corsair, Olsen, Joe, Uniform Goose, Digital Mark, Lead Ballooner, Wayne Prefontaine, Aquila is there, Malky is just after touching down. Who's that poor devil up there? What a great flight. What a great flight. You bet is calling 20 to 1 in the morning, says Bellbro. Jesus. Vulcan is inbound. It's proper wind, isn't it? Well, have a devise. Any crack, no? That'll never get old. One over here to Toto. Man, Toto. Well, how'd that go for you? How are you? Any news? Brilliant. Very good. I'm off to drive in Europe for a while. ETS 2. Nice. Thanks for the wake turbulent info, guys. Yeah, it's Wombat, 100%. We're over here having a conversation, talking about things of stuff, and you know. Says, look at the buzz cutting you, man. That's right. I'm dangerous. Got called away from the PC. Oh no, John C. Right, lads, that has been a lot of fun. I want to thank you all so very, very much indeed. And we're back tomorrow. We'll be on during the day. We're definitely on tomorrow night. What does the windsock look like? Like it's getting blown out of it. Where is the windsock? It's full blast, look. Oh, she's giving a full sock.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Kind of says it all, doesn't it? Oh, it's 20 knots, like, without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, look, we'll be back on tomorrow during the day, and then we're back on tomorrow night with some driving. We have new servers set up. Before or after lunch? Before lunch, Dougal, I'd say. Probably All going well. Ideally, somewhere between 10 and 12. On for a couple of hours. You know. What did I say I was going to do tomorrow? I might do some SkyOps stuff. And I'm itching for the DC6. Need to get back into the DC3, refamiliarize ourselves with that, because we're flying that very, very soon for our D-Day flight. So, yeah, should be fun, So we'll all see you tomorrow. Thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in. To the raids we had tonight, massive thanks, lads. Jamie in with a massive raid. We had Arch in as well. Thank you very, very much indeed, guys, if anyone hung on. Also, for all the support tonight, as always, it's incredible. Just thank you very, very much indeed. Right. See you tomorrow at some stage. We'll definitely be on tomorrow night. We'll be on during the day tomorrow. Keep an eye on Discord. That's probably the easiest way to do it, you know? So have a great rest of your evening. See you tomorrow. Larry red, Larry yellow. Oh no!
I've had enough of this Wowdy Webble sniggering behavior. Silence! Call yourselves...
Hello there.
You're not... Seize him! Blow your noses and seize him! What did Spartacus say when a lion scoffed his wife? Nothing, he was Goldie Ada.
Lads are over there, so we'll have to do a bit of a chicane here. Mother of Jesus! Gibbo!
What the hell? I'm 2 years old.
Did you just see what happened to Gib? Are you in the drink? You ended up in the...
Water. This is possible.
Did you just see what...
There's a... I'm upside down in the water. I had a terrible accident.
That was like... Oh, Jesus.
Oh man, that was so funny.
Steiny, are you watching Twister or something? I mean, that was just... Fancy pedals.
Fancy pedals.
Uh-oh.
No. This is...
Steady.
Listen. It's a hurricane. It's a hurricane. Oh, power off. Bit of right rudder. Bleed that speed.
Oh, he's down.